Oh, right, yeah, no, because we haven't technically finished a run on this PS3 because it crashed last time. Right. I was thinking to myself here, where's Dead Souls difficulty? Oh yeah, that's right. That's right, it doesn't exist. Alright, let's get going. 3, 2, 1, go. Because we didn't PB last time, by the way, the splits that you are seeing on screen are the old hard drive splits. So you'll see just how much faster this is with an SSD, excuse me. I'm in two minds still. I don't like the fact that, you know, we now have to put SSDs in our PS3. Like, I hate it. I kind of like the even ground we had just with hard drives, but it was always gonna happen eventually. So, hate it. It was bound to happen. It was it was, and like I'm not upset because of my hard drive because my hard drive cost me 10 quid. like that's just a sunk cost. And I could put that hard drive into my PC for space. Like, not too bad, but it's one of those things. So the microphone is kind of blocking half of my screen right now. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting I should be panning the camera down in Kamurocho to get rid of the NPCs as per usual. What is the... I don't think it's going to be blocking anything in. Alright. But yeah, you'll see, beginning with the end of this chapter, how much time SSD saves over hard drive. It's a lot. Also, I actually had this, because I had a couple of people ask this the other day after the crash, specifically relating to, like, K2 as well. And I had a couple of people ask, why can't we implement a crash rule like we do in K2? K2 is a lot different. One, K2 autosaves. So K2 has the nice thing of, you know, it autosaves so you can just, like, hard save wherever you want. But also, K2's crash, we don't know exactly why it happens. It's definitely to do with the cause of your CPU. But I think the theory that Hoxie put forward is probably best, in that it's probably a deloading issue. It's probably be first-person issue, I'd say. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I should probably take the time to try and headshot there. The trouble with trying to headshot there is we don't have the head tracking upgrade yet, so it's not that simple, but it actually probably is faster for a couple of those zombies. But the thing with K2 we can manually pick when to obviously like quit the game out and reload it. With this game's soft lock into hard lock into console crash, it comes after a boss fight in the middle of a set piece that you can't hard save. So, unironically enough, there is a save point after the boss. The game itself says, hey, this is the point of no return, despite the fact the point of no return was 20 minutes ago. So, it's not something we can implement a crash rule for, because if you were to load a save after that crash, it's from a different run entirely. So, unfortunately, the crash rule can't apply to Dead Souls, which sucks. Like, there's actually nothing we can do about it. Like, the game is either going to crash, or it's not going to crash. For the first chapter alone, we've just saved 43 seconds. Dead Souls' time saves are absurd. So, you've got... Let's break this down. Let's break this down with the things we found first. So, with Dead Souls, if you're playing the physical version of the game, you are actually losing, how much time was it? You're losing 15 minutes over the digital version. Like, I kid you not, the actual... that's a shame. The actual, digital version of this game literally saves 15 minutes. Then if you have the... I should have reloaded before this. Oh yeah, they all go down in one shot anyway, actually. The digital version of this game actually saves you 15 minutes over the disc-based version, which I guess isn't that much of a surprise because it's reading straight off of actual, like, hard drive rather than the disc and the hard drive or whatever it's trying to do. But an SSD also saves you an extra 20 minutes on top of those 15 minutes. This game is absolutely cursed in a speedrun sense. Like, it is absolutely cursed. That and the fact that we are going to be panning the camera down a lot in this run so that we can literally save the frame rate. I am jealous of those who do this game on emulator because it looks and runs fantastically. Whereas I have to pan the camera to the ground to make sure that I don't lose time. Fun fact, the New Game Plus run for Dead Souls has this really weird issue. Because obviously you're upgrading everybody's weapons, when you get to the final part of the game with Kiryu, his ultimate version of his anti-material rifle has this really weird, like, well, it's not weird, but this is a really cool effect at the end of his gun that literally drops the frame rate. I wish I was joking, but I'm actually not. Like, it's so bizarre. Alright, so we've changed up the upgrade portion of the game completely. We have to get at least one upgrade, which is head tracking here. We've changed the upgrade part of the run completely, thanks to the things found in the Dead Souls speedrun version of this. So, usually what I would do is... What I do in the older route of this is go straight for rapid reload. We're going to leave rapid reload to be our last upgrade now. I'm also at this point going to start shooting zombies all the way through to 1. Hopefully get them out of the way, because sometimes, as you'll see up these stairs, they will be in the way. But 2, also start to make kills ahead of time. One of the nice things about running this on easy over Dead Souls is it's a lot easier to do some of the secondary objectives for Hasegawa, which is actually going to be a big thing for the thing that I want to do with this one. This is how you can tell the game is running on PS3, not emulator, because that's 1 FPS. You can sometimes get a quick step off and get over the fire. Sometimes. not all the time. Doesn't matter if we kill or don't kill them. We'll be making plenty of kills in the run. The ideal thing that I'm hoping for is when we get to Majima, I want to make 100 kills without taking any damage preferably. I like to use the building material here, even though it's sometimes not the best, because you can get like actual enemies like in the way, because they're actually still alive. I think the old method of just running through these enemies is probably going to be better than that. Because we don't really make kills, and also we just cause more problems for ourselves. It's crawling, it's true. So here we're going to use the head tracking, so every time you... Whoa! Okay. I haven't had that guy ram me for a while. Every time you, like, actually manually aim in, you will snap to the heads, not necessarily the weak spots. I can't remember if that does damage ahead of time. I think it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. But aiming down sights and shooting with Akiyama is a little faster than just manually firing out one. It's a bit weird, but it's the Yakuza Dead Souls. Except in certain parts where panning the camera down to save the FPS is actually faster. I'd like that cart to not be in my way, and for you to not be in my way, thank you. So, drinks are actually going to be important coming up later on in the run. We need 3 toughness ZZs and 3 stamina and XXs for a specific gear upgrade that I can't believe none of us ever found ahead of time. For the heat sniping stuff, we're going to, hopefully not backstep, we're just going to try and get headshots because that will fill up our heat a bit faster. And then you're going to get to see the QTEs, which in Yakuza Dead Souls, because you don't have any FPS, this is very deceptive. It looks like you have the entirety of the time on that QTE bar. You actually don't. You only have about half. It's really weird. The actual nice thing is, those QTEs are actually not too bad on Dead Souls difficulty because of the lag. Because of the lag, you actually get more time to see the input before you have to input it. It's so weird. It's so weird. I meant the game could crash at any point. That's even worse than this run. Yeah, Nagahama here is going to be a pretty early tutorial guy. He's going to be our first partner that we get, and he's also just basically going to take us to the gun store where we're going to get our second gun, third gun, and fourth gun. Yes. In this bit, we're just going to start firing my super zombie. Again, we just want to make as many, like, extra kills as we can here before Hasegawa. Again, the camera panning is literally to save the FPS. Because in the outside parts of Kamurocho, like the other PS3 Yakuza games, if you pan the camera down, you despawn all the NPCs. Here, it literally just is FPS reasons. Hasegawa actually used to be
Congrats on a very nice
RPG
LB run through Nintendo.
Yo, Firelight Lee, thank you very much for the 14 months. I appreciate the kind words as well. I have feelings about the RPG Limit Break run. Gameplay-wise, really good. Really, really good. Early game, fantastic. Though that chapter 1 and 2 was brilliant. Can I have that Tendo in my normal runs, please? I would very much like that. My endgame was really good as well, outside of chapter 12, I'd say. And Reiji... Oh, I'm going to... and Reiji 4. Both Reiji 2 and Reiji 4 were terrible. I'm also angry at myself for Reiji 4 because it's kind of like a thing. I wasn't asked to do this by RPG Limit Break, but before, when I did a run on their channel for Nami, we said about not talking about Mr. Masochist, even though obviously we have to pick him up in the run. And RPG Limit Break didn't ask me to do this, but I said beforehand to RPG Limit Break that I didn't want to... One, I didn't want to show his summon off in the Summon Showcase, because it's a bit of a awkward one, especially for a mental health charity. But also, I wanted to... I was supposed to... I wanted to not call him Mr. Masochist during the run, and then we get to the start of Reiji 4, and I literally said Mr. Masochist, literally... I have a quick... Nagahama? Hello? I literally said Mr. Masochist 3 times in the space of 5 seconds, so I'm actually mad at myself for that. You can hear Tom and the donation reader both, like, call him very quickly Mr. Feels No Pain, because they're trying to, like, remind me, hey, dude, shut the fuck up. Oh, yeah, right. We want Nagahama to follow us for most of this, so we're just going to put him on back me up instead of attack. Also, you'd think with 2 pistols we'd kill the zombies a lot faster, but the 2 pistols still share the same amount of damage as the singular pistol. So what we actually want to do is switch over to our Desert Eagle. Because the Desert Eagle on both Dead Cells and Easy is actually really nice for basically taking out zombies and building up heat if we can headshot some of these zombies. Another heat action, you know the drill. I'll be using a couple more heat actions thanks to, again, the Dead Souls runners. Because there's a couple of these that are actually really nice in certain parts. One coming up in a second, actually. Well, actually, the last time manually firing with the dual pistols was actually not too bad. So I might do that again. Try and, like, manually aim for the barrel this time. Essentially, Hasegawa, who we met earlier, she basically asked us to do a couple of, like, side missions that are all essentially just, you know, kill zombies, don't get hit while killing zombies. Here's a definitely not stolen enemy design. This is the meathead, not a tank from Left 4 Dead. We have to shoot it in the head. What I'm going to do is shoot this barrel. So 15 in a row without getting hit is quite nice. I'm keeping an eye on the kill count as these zombies go down because they all have to die. And they got the block steel, which is good. And a scrap iron. Yo, okay. Good, 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 good. So I'm looking for certain materials as I'm killing the special infected and very rarely some of the normal zombies. These are going to be going towards our weapon upgrades in this run. Now what we're going to do with this run is we're going to get both the sniper rifle on Akiyama. We're going to get the rifle on Kiryu and upgrade it. We're going to upgrade Ryuji's minigun, which all of that is really hard to do on Dead Souls difficulty, because on Dead Souls difficulty, it's a lot harder to get these points because the zombies are so aggressive that they will just hit you. Your big, like, point stuff is killing a certain, like, amount of zombies without getting hit in a row. Like, killing 100 zombies is 10 points. Like, the game expects you to kill a lot of zombies because there is a lot of them. But it's really the ones where you don't get hit. So getting rammed at the start by that one zombie isn't ideal, but it's early enough that it should be fine. Go. Look at that. 750 points for 75. That's really good. It's a lot harder on Dead Souls. It's a lot harder on Dead Souls. You also see me switch to my SMG here because our next special infected, the Crybaby, definitely not a witch, by the way. When they yell, they summon zombies, so as I run forward, I'm going to be shooting the gun. And when we get close, we'll be zooming in if she's not really dead. Usually if we get that close, we can then just hit headshots, etc. You know the drill. We'll also get a lot of points for killing, like, the boss zombies at certain times. But essentially, everything that we're doing here is very specifically before Ryuji's part. We need to get as many points as we can pre-Ryuji, because then that way Ryuji can just get all the stuff that we need and do all of the shopping himself. There is a specific piece of equipment that we want that increases our movement speed in the infected zone, or in the quarantine zone, by 20% or up to 20%. It's initially 10%. I still am in two minds about whether or not to get it in Akiyama's fourth chapter. I feel like it's not worth it, despite the fact we would have it on Majima. But Majima does a lot of his stuff is just arena-based stuff, weirdly. So we're already 2 minutes and 15 seconds ahead. Wasn't playing too well either. So fun speedrun fact for this part here. The reason why we're doing this is because Hannah's got herself a bit of a fever. So what we've come to the non-infected part of Kamurocho is to go see Dokimoto. If you go to see Dokimoto, you'll get stopped by Kamiyama. But as you can see here, Kamiyama is here.
Akiyama
There
with the
are
power of God.
literally 2 Kamiyamas on the map. One here and one at Dokimoto's. This one is obviously the quicker one to go to. Also, Samson here, thank you for the 10 months, I appreciate it. Yes, we all have the power of gun. The power of gun is very good in Yakuza speedruns. The power of gun and now also the power of baseball bat. I've come around a lot on a lot of the Yakuza runs. I just need to learn all of the new routes. I need to learn Zero's route. I need to learn the new stuff for K1. I need to learn the harder weapon route for K2. I need to... Someone, not just me. We spent months theorizing this baseball bat gun route for free, getting it, like, really narrowed down. And I think there's, like, 3 or 4 versions of that route that are literally floating about, and no one's done a run. No one's done a run with the new free route at all. We've all got, like, little differences in that run, and not a single person has actually done a run of it. So, I need to learn that again at some point. 4... I need to learn the new stuff in 4, so boat skip properly after it messed up the other day. But the downside with 4 is that... 4. Oh, man. 4. I want to love 4's run, but the 50-50 is kinda back. And I don't like that. Because that's the other thing that people ask me about, is like, what's the difference between losing my run to the Hayashi cutscene in this run compared to, obviously, okay, you're out of the way, so I'm not going to focus on you. People ask me, like, what's the difference between, like, losing the Hayashi cutscene in this game to 4's 50-50? With 4's 50-50, it was more of a, oh, I'm expecting the run to just die, which is never a good thing. But in this, you should never go into a speedrun thinking, oh, my run's going to die to a crash. Like, you should never have to do that. That's the reason why we have the pause, like, the pause rule for K2. Like, it has to be fair for runners. And, like, having literally 95% of runners have their run crash at a certain point is not fair. In Dead Souls, it just happens. It either happens or it doesn't happen. It's different to K2 where, you know, there's certain things we can put in place, like the pause rule, if something like that happens. It's why I'm a lot less... It's like I'm a lot more lenient on, like, if any Dragon Engine crashes happen. Because, like, PS Cal has had problems with crashes in Dragon Engine games. I know, obviously, certain people have had crashes with the Judgment games, for instance. So, I'm more than okay to be a little more, like, relaxed on, like, pause rulings. Over here. I actually do kind of want to take you out, but you are out of the way. Be alright, dodging her twice. If I get... It should be alright. Yeah, it'll be fine. I need certain materials, that's why... We don't want to dodge her too many times, but... She was out of the way both times, I kind of had to. Definitely go back. Yeah, it's the reason why the pause rule works for K2, is that we can manually choose when to, like, reload K2, because there's only, like... In, like, the history of K2 runs, there's only been about... I think there's only been 4 runners whose K2 works without issue. So no crashes, and also for some reason the in-game frame cap works. When the in-game frame cap does not work for most runners. It's really bizarre. I'm one of only like 4 people whose like game actually runs properly, because my CPU on this PC is like pretty old. Just not the best thing, but at the same time it works. But That's why for K2, you need a pause rule to make it fair for all runners. This is the point? Yeah, this is the point. Remember when I back to old Kamiyama. So for Kamiyama, we want to do now. Should have picked up some of the healing items to... Picked up some of the healing items to... Yeah, it's fine. So, we're going to sell the cutie girl figure. 10k is about what I had last time. Weapons. The sniper rifle. And then, very specifically, 2 rounds of it. Oh no, we need 1 round, 'cause it's only 160. And we can get the rest from ammo crates. But that's the reason. The long and short of it is because this game's crash happens in the middle of a set piece where you can't save in the middle of it. And the crash can still happen from a fresh load. Because I've practiced the finale of this game a bunch of times. And I've had the crash happen from loading a finale save. Like a save at the start of the finale. Like, that's the downside, is it will just happen or it won't happen. Whereas for K2, we can actually mitigate it by save quitting at specific points. It's kind of like Deadly Premonition speedrun in a sense. And that's the reason why, for fairness for runners, we allow obviously that. And if it's the same with Judgment, where runners like start to have crashes after like a certain amount of time, we'll also allow the pause rule for Judgment as well, because you know it's just not fair for certain runners to lose a minute over other runners because their game crashes. It's just not fair in the slightest. Like the thing that I want the most for any speedruns is just as much fairness as possible, which is why it is a pain to like have this go to SSD, because it is, you know, if you don't have an SSD in your PS3, you are not going to get anywhere near the time. And if you don't have the digital version of Dead Souls as well, you're not going to have anywhere near a time that most of us are now going to have. It sucks. It really, really does suck.
Good.
In an absolute fair world, we would be able to just have complete fairness over runs. This is why I like load removers, and why Lost Judgment being slightly slow on PC won't matter too much of a load remover, because it'll also get separated. Hate the delay on the menu in here. Sucks. But there are some Yakuza games that have delays to their menu. Why does Yakuza 4 Remaster have such a delay to its menus? A system that doesn't exist in any other game. True. True. Because he has a different assistant in 5. Wait, yeah! He has a different assistant in 5. Anyway, the video game here asks us if we want to, like, get teleported back to the other side of the map. Yes. Yes. For the love of God, yes. We had theorized, myself and Panda, whether it'd be worth running back here, going to Don Quixote, picking up the shirt. No. Unfortunately not. Now, Akiyama does start relatively close to Don Quixote in his chapter 4. Yeah. My part. Scrap iron, good. Scrap iron is what we're after. Now, these bits that we're going through right here is called the Subterranea in this game. The Subterranea parts themselves are randomized, but these parts in the run are not, which is nice. So we don't bother to stand around for these meatheads. It's not worth trying to get their kills, honestly. The next one can be in the way. He can be very aggressively in the way. He's turned around. That should be fine, actually. Good stuff. Good stuff. Always like it when he's turned around, because usually he just spins like that. I don't know. Over the last few, like, months, I've definitely mellowed out about, like, a lot of... Oh, that sucks. There goes my no damage. I've definitely mellowed out about a lot of, like, the Yakuza runs itself. Like, I'm still... I think the one I'm still most upset about is 4 and the 50-50 coming back. Like... I like the 50-50, that's a lie. I like just having, like, a run that I know is gonna finish, rather than, you know... It's kind of similar here, do 2.5 hours and then have the run just die. I didn't know I did that. Oh, that's my bad. I can't see it in the list, if so. Hang on. Also, DFN. I don't think I thanked DFN. DFN, thanks for the 20 months. I appreciate it if you're still here. I'm being bad streamer today. Thanks a lot, Panda. Gonna need it. Already taken a tiny bit of damage. That's gonna hit our money bottom line later for the rifle. You're in the way, really. See, here it's super grip. I'm not even sure if you need super grip for that bike, but like, just taking out. I think that blooming cry baby if she's. Wait, you keep trying to call her. So these enemies are annoying. I really don't know how to take them. Because, like, they survive a hit and they fall to the ground and, like, you can't hit their heads because they're, like, on the other side of the wall. Okay. This guy takes forever to go down. I should really probably be aiming for a second headshot. I should really be aiming for a second headshot now, I think. Yeah. I'll be able to check here. Hold on. Oh, Rosa, thank you for gifting us sub to Judge Ass. Soon. Soon we will judge ass. Again, I'd like to do it via the end of this week, but we are running very swiftly. I didn't realize, like, I kind of thought today was still Saturday. I'm not gonna lie. Really not gonna lie. Yeah, folks, if you want to see another Yakuza Dead Souls runner, go follow Panda. Panda does Dead Souls difficulty speedruns whose notes and route I will be using very heavily as a reference point for when we do the Dead Souls run. Hopefully this week. Schedule pending? I'm guessing it's probably gonna have to be... It's gonna have to be Shadows of the Damned into... It's gonna have to be Shadows of the Damned into, Lollipop Chainsaw over the next 2 days. And then... We don't stand around for that guy either. I don't like calling them by their name. Just, there's something, like, something awkward about it. I don't know what it is. There's something really awkward about their name. That's why I like to call them, like, leapers or pouncers, like the Left 4 Dead lot. Oh, no. Last enemy. Yellow Goose!
Neat button.
That is a neat button. Thank you very much for the Prime Game for 2 months. I appreciate it. Rosa, if you could do me a hot solid and give me a shout out to Panda as well, I would appreciate it. Thank you. Also, again, folks, for those who didn't see, GDQ Games List is out. And again, slight bias with this, because whenever there is a Yakuza run, I'm always biased. But Big Nono is going to be running Kiwami at GDQ. Please go follow Big Nono, and please do watch that run. Oh, you're actually in a good position. That's a shame. If I got a headshot with one of those shots, I actually would have taken the kill there, I think. But it's going to be a fantastic run. A genuinely fantastic run. The games list is interesting. Low poly rat? Low poly rat? Yes, low poly rat. Folks, we didn't get low poly rat in the last run, which is why we got the Hayashi crash. So there we go. Absolutely not getting the Hayashi crash this time around. Guaranteed. Blessed by the rat. I'm very happy to see more Yakuza. I've been saying for ages that... What about one zombie game? I've been saying for ages, like, the free runs, the free Yakuza runs that we still have remaining that would be really, really good runs as showcases for GDQ would be K1, which that's getting in. Because K1 is probably, like, K1 is probably our most glitched run, if you think about it. Like, we constantly use, like, the max crush glitch through the run. So, in terms of like a speed tech kind of thing, it's going to be one of the most fascinating runs for anyone to watch. Like, if you've not seen a K1 run, because I really need to, like, learn, like, K1 properly, do watch the K1 run at GDQ, because you'll see a lot of really cool tech in that run. You will see a lot of it. With OG1 has been made into a really optimized run as well. And I think that OG2, the downside of OG2 is the whole, like, brass knuckle stuff, but I think that K2 is also... not K2, sorry, OG2. I think OG2 is also a very good showcase. Oh, I don't want to... Oh, that's terrible. I genuinely think that OG1, K1, and OG2 are all fantastic, like, runs for actual speedrun events. Genuinely. Like, they're all a very good time. They're all, like, less than 2 hours, or, like, around the 2-hour mark. They're all very optimized. Well, I guess maybe OG2, although OG2 is optimized. It's just very, very hard. You should be on back me up. Oops, that's my fault. I always forget to do that. I always forget. OG2 is optimized. It's just a very, very, very hard route. I've seen parts of OG1's new route. I need to learn that. I really need to learn that. Now that my PS3 isn't actively dying every time I try to play the OG games, I do need to learn the new route. If you pick Yakuza 5 Remaster, you are picking a very brave speedrun to do, considering it's the longest Yakuza run. It also has, like, It also has actually, like, kind of cool speed tech to it. Can I? I can't. I should not stop for this, crybaby. The scrap iron is nice. It makes up for the scrap iron we missed earlier. Or the chance of a scrap iron earlier. This is not ideal. This is not ideal at all. So you might be wondering why I got the new balalaika route instead of the pistol. I need here, desperately, for Nagahama to stay behind me. I need him to really stay close. If he gets caught here, it's fine. If he gets caught after this cutscene, it's not fine. So I need to take you out and then hope that no zombies spawn around the corners here. Because all these doors they can spawn on, and that would be terrible. Go through. We just fire forward to try and clear a path. Don't get caught. He stops. He got caught. Come on, Nagahama. Come on. Nope. Come on. Okay. Not the best. And if you can get into around here, you can get the cutscene early. Ugh. Terrible. Terrible. Yeah, Yakuza 5's run, I enjoy, but the problem with Yakuza 5 and recommend, it's exactly the same problem with, like, Judgment, is that they're on the longer side, and the downtime in the run is immense. Yakuza 5 has the most downtime out of any Yakuza speedrun that we did. Like, even more so than Judgment's 40 minutes of tailing segments. Yakuza 5 in total has about, like... Odd. In one section alone, you have a downtime of about... That's a nice time save. You have a downtime of about an hour and a half. Like, no joke. You have like a downtime of like an hour and a half in between parts 2 and 3, but in the middle of part 2, or like right at the end of part 2, you have this one chapter that not only comes after like the biggest bit of downtime in the entire run, but it's also the nastiest chapter in the entire run. Like, it is, the chapter itself has, oh my god, it has the highest concentration of fight spawns in the entire game. Like, it's nasty. It's really nasty. So yeah, this bit. This bit is where I thought about on Akiyama going and grabbing the shirt that makes you a little faster in the quarantine zone. But I don't think it's really that worth it. I think there needs to be more testing on it. I think what I'd like to do is do a run here, get it finished, and have splits to run up against. Then in the next run, go get the shirt, have it on the end of Akiyama and Majima, and see, like, what happens after that. I'll wipe out the early zombies here. If you're wondering, I am hitting zombies. You're a problem. How did that hit you? Look at the frame drops! Look at the frame drops! This is a great game! I love this game! Get rid of, yeah, the normal zombies, then we can take care of you. Give me scrap iron. Give me scrap iron. Very much. Good. Ah. There is, I think, one of the anime cutie girl figures in here, but I'm not 100% certain of where it actually is. Please get the shot. Nice, there you go. One of them out of the way because they haven't blocked me before. Ooh, I don't like where you're going. I really do not like where you're going. Please stop running in front of me. If he grabs me, I'm just going to lose a bunch of time. It might be in there. I'm not 100% certain. And the left, make sure all guns are reloaded. Help, actually, you know, all guns are reloaded. Oh, that's not good. Around that corner before you get to the elevator. Ah, okay. Oh, that's bad. They're very much alive, two of them. This is probably why using the deagle here for easy probably ain't the best. I kind of want to take that, but I also kind of want to just use the heat attack here. That should be good. He should be close enough to that. I was hoping to get the monkey boy as well. You are alive, aren't you? I wonder whether the sniper here would be good. I mean, hitting shots would also be good. Oh my god, just shoot. Just shoot. We should have more than enough shots on the sniper for this boss. We're gonna definitely use this. Okay. Let's see if we can do the one. I call it whack-a-mole. It goes into the ceiling. It's like whack-a-mole. Right guns. You actually do fire really fast with his dual pistols when you aim down the sights, but like damage-wise, the sniper rifle is really good. I actually quite like it a lot. Especially as it makes it a lot easier to hit the weak spot at certain angles. Which, hey, would like to do that properly today, because I didn't last time. So, first order of business, a dodge. Ah, I was hoping I'd hit you through that gap. What? I probably should have done the heat attack. He would have put it on his back. I dodged, missed time I dodged. Hello. Please get off the ceiling. I should have aimed at him first. If he's too high up, you can't auto-shoot, so you have to, like, manually aim. Really? I was gonna say, I know I can shoot him here. I'm playing this badly. Oh, a game? Okay. Can I get a good angle here? I don't think I can. One! Out of my way! One! Nice! Didn't even get whack-a-mole. Nice. Okay. Not the best fight I'll ever have, but that was really... At least we didn't go off in the ceiling. Alright. Definitely missed too many shots there, but didn't get whack-a-mole. Good. Not bad. Okay, I'll take that. We'll be saving a good chunk of time here. That's not bad. This is why I think... This is why I really like the sniper rifle. I think that's a very, very good purchase. That's a very, very good purchase. Because with Majima's stuff, I think his shotgun is good for his final boss. Nice. 5 minutes ahead after Akiyama's part. Okay. I wish I could show this intro. We might show this intro off after the run of the movie part, because the one character that this game does really correct is Majima. Majima just has a really fun time. I'm keeping an eye on like zombies that go down here with the kill counter and seeing if any's alive. One is very much alive. I think we're good. Nice. So only one went down after getting knocked down by other zombies. That's not too bad. We've got a rare zombie coming up here that we shoot to try and get a good drop for an item to sell. You don't start with that much ammo on Majima, which isn't a problem for easy, thankfully. So we gotta go that way. We are in the Millennium Tower. Starting quite early in the Millennium Tower today. We'll be coming back here later. Rare zombie goes there. Oh, that's healing. That's super hard aluminium alloy? It's a shame we can't use that for anything. That's actually a nice drop if we were playing this casually. But yeah, how much that sells for? Probably not as much as the figure. Oh, excuse me. Also Majima cartwheels, which that is the most Majima thing ever. Okay, so for Majima, there's one thing we need a lot of. Ammo. Ammo. And we get the note from Hasegawa, so we can do Hasegawa stuff on Majima. Majima is the person I'm going to be trying to do the zombie kills without damage on. If we can do that, we get an absolute load of points for later. I should probably take one healing item just in case, because I do like to tank a hit on this boss, which isn't smart. Sometimes not on purpose. Alright, we've got the next big special infected coming up in this bit. Definitely not a boomer. This is a fatty. Game is insulting me. It's me right there. When you kill the fatties, they blow up with a giant cloud of, like, gas. That aggroes all the zombies nearby, which on easy actually isn't the worst thing ever. Because then they try and kill you a bunch more, but also you can tell which ones are alive on the floor a lot easier. It's kind of nice. Gonna meathead in this room here. Good. Ooh, you were in an awkward place, and then you moved, and then I moved, and that was bad. Neat. So this bit you can go a lot faster if you can take out the crybaby before she summons backup, which isn't the easiest thing. Yep. Could be more alive. No, really, only 4. Okay, usually she summons about 6 to 8 for backup, so only 4 is good. Only 4 is very good. I do like that. Actually, like, I keep joking that these are taken from Left 4 Dead, but I think this game was pre-Left 4 Dead. Might be wrong. What is that camera? Also, if you can take care of the fatties with a headshot, I should not have taken it there. You can actually stop the gas cloud, which also stops the lag. Is it alloy? There is one more fatty roaming around in here somewhere. You're alive. I should probably wait for you to stand up. There's plenty of time in it. Oh, there you are. Could be the last 3, I hope. You're alive. Oh, that's terrible. Who's alive? Not a good lobby. Not a good lobby. Not a good lobby at all. Well, I do love... if there's one thing that I also really love about this game, and I think this is something that a lot of the Yakuza games don't get enough praise for, the soundtrack. I love the soundtrack for Dead Souls. It did predate Dead Souls. Oops, please don't tell Valve. Please don't tell Valve. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Left 4 Dead 2 really came a year after Left 4 Dead? Wow. I thought it was like a couple of years. I thought it was like 3 or 4 years. Wow. If there is any series I would love to see revived, it would be Left 4 Dead. But I also don't think that they would get the magic that they did for 1 and 2. I'd love to see like them attempt it, but I don't know. I worry that they would turn it into like a lot of like microtransaction stuff. Yeah, Back 4 Blood just wasn't the same, which is a shame. Hey, so what we're gonna do is, this guy's the FPS monster. We're gonna dodge to not get hit here. Not only do we lose FPS here, but when we break the armor, we lose a bunch more FPS. I'm shooting a specific area. This is good attack pattern so far. Because when the armor goes, we lose FPS. I don't want to break the arms. I want to break the chest. That's why I want to break the chest. Oh, there's frame drops. You can use the tank, which I used to use a long time ago. Please don't do the nasty attacks. Good attacks. Very good attacks. Weak spot. Okay, so this is the reason why you don't want to break the arms, because this cutscene removes all the armor and stops your frame drops. Ideally, I would have reloaded pre-cutscene here, but it's not too bad. The nice thing about the Onraki prototype on easy is that we can actually hopefully take him down quite quickly. Ah! That happens sometimes. Now, the one worry I've got, and he's not doing it right now, I need you to go and grab a car, my friend. That's good. Oh, do it. No! Oh, I was so close! I missed the shot! I missed the shot! On easy, you can take him out before he grabs the car. I missed the shot! I didn't even have to aim if I just let go of the aim. Ah! I'm upset. I'm upset. I was so close. So the nice thing is, if he does grab the car and he still has like a HP bar remaining, the car is a suggestion. The car doesn't have a hitbox. So as long as you just aim for his chest, you can still hit his weak spot. That's the trick to that guy, is just if he picks up the car, shoot him anyway. It works. Did the body sound a lot for you? That sucks. I very rarely see the body slam. I was also kind of hoping to not get hit there, but again, it's fine. We should be fine for the rest of this. As long as I don't get hit by a Molotov zombie. Okay. I think that's more than enough ammo at this point. The healing item also won't be necessary, but as a just in case, I'm going to start building my kills back up again. And now time for our next special infected, which actually is a unique special infected. This is the aggro, where obviously if you aggro them, they get very aggro on you. They are the dropkick enemy of Yakuza Dead Souls. So if ever you've heard me talk about annoying dropkick enemies, the aggro is actually just a dropkick enemy. He runs up and he dropkicks you. That's literally his stick. That's literally what he does. Sometimes you can get a late zombie spawn. Yep, there you are. Okay, cool. Do a silly roll. And what I'm on left, like, yeah, same. Like, I think it would look very different to 1 and 2. In some ways, in a good way, and in some ways, in a bad way. I think with the way that the landscape of games has changed over the years, I just don't think you can get the same magic that Left 4 Dead 1 and 2 had before. Oh, 7 minutes ahead. Oh my god. Wasn't expecting to be almost sub-free pace of this, so this is definitely a better run than the other day. Which means it's absolutely going to crash after Hayashi. Hey, Besh, hope you're doing well. Yeah, like, the way that Valve wants to monetize their games as well, you'd probably get either a cheaper game or a free-to-play Left 4 Dead, but it would probably have a good couple of microtransactions in it in terms of, like, crates and stuff, kind of like TF2 and CSGO. But, like, I don't think that kind of model would work very well for Left 4 Dead. So I'm very upset that Kamiyama actually sells the healing items, because, like, we need healing items to upgrade the shirt later on that we're going to get for the movement speed. We routed in for one run precisely, a really clever time to go and get the healing items, which was right now, because the pharmacy, the Kotsubuki Drugs pharmacy, is right there at the end of the road on the right. We went and got the healing items here on Majima and put them in our item box, but Kamiyama just sells them. Kamiyama just sells them. I'm upset. Hey, so, unironically, Molotov zombies, which are a pain in the backside on easy, are actually really nice in Dead Souls. Because in Dead Souls difficulty, they take out zombies for you. But in the any % easy, I mean, we kind of do that ourselves. So the Molotovs that they throw out can, like, stun lock you and slow you down. They're really annoying. They can get rid of your, your no damage bonuses you're trying to get. Even if they hit me here, it'll be fine because we can build it very, very quickly in the next part. Around this corner to the left, it's him. Thanks, bud. Thanks, bud. Red zombie. Another one? I was really hoping for the cutie girl figure, but it's fine. I might, but I'm gonna have. I was tempted to pick one up on, spare one up on Ryuji, but I want this monkey boy dead. I really don't like that name. I really do not like that name. Scrapline is good. Okay, that's an actual Meat Boy upgrade one, so that's fine. Is that a cutie girl figure? Oh, snap. Hold up. Random cutie girl figure. Let's go. Oh, my. Hi. Yo, random cutie girl drop. Let's go. That's going to help a lot. That's going to help a heck of a lot. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. See, like, for that bit there for Majima, there's not really that much running around, so you wouldn't get that much, like, usage on the shirt. Another one? Ooh, okay. I think we're more than good for money at this point. Because we had the one on Akiyama earlier that we've already sold, and then we've got the 2 on Majima here. Nice. Oh, that's really nice, actually. Being alive because you'll hit me on the way through. So at this point, I'm going to try and do the no damage bit here. If I can do the no damage bit here, which shouldn't be too bad because it's just the arena part, then it should be okay. Also, there's something very weird that's going to happen in this next bit. Like, this bit works very weirdly. You'll see. It's not this bit, the bit afterwards. We got the Daigo baby rage section to get through first. Also, again, why couldn't you just remove the barricade here? Like you could just replace it in the next part of the game. Why do we have to run all the way around? The shoutouts to one of only a couple of times you can actually go inside Kamurocho Hills in this series. You go into Kamurocho Hills in 5's set piece, but also because it's a set piece, you don't get to stick around here. In Dead Souls, this is the only time you get to, like, actually explore Kamurocho Hills. Even if there's nothing here, you still get to explore it a little bit, which is cool. This one building that's been built up for this entire series, and this is Yakuza Dead Souls is the one time you can freely walk around it. Thanks, Yakuza Dead Souls. Saved another 44 seconds, alright. We're almost sub-free pace, let's go. Chat, I'm gonna need you to do me a hot solid. Need you to spam a specific emote in a second here. Need you all to spam baby rage. Because you who know this video game know why I'm gonna ask you to spam baby rage. There is indeed baby. He is crying. So, we're gonna put Daigo onto attack. Mostly so that Daigo can protect himself and also just, you know, help me out here. Daigo won't be joining us for the end of this, unfortunately, but that's fine. As long as Daigo looks after himself, that's all that matters. We can just ignore Daigo now. There is a monkey boy in here, but I'm hoping he gets knocked down by a zombie, so he doesn't... Oh, God, yeah. That's the problem in this room. So, because of the baby crying, all the zombies are in their aggro state. Now, when we get to this bit, we have to kill every zombie that's here. Including that monkey boy. Oh, my God. How did you not get shot? Right, too early. It's so terrible! Help! Help! How that no damage? Daigo's here! Daigo kept up! I've never had Daigo keep up! I don't want that. That monkey boy, I do not believe is actually necessary for this bit. He followed me from the previous bit. Scrap iron. Yeah, that's the last guy. Yeah, I had a feeling. Because I had a feeling sometimes you can get some of the zombies actually walk backwards out of this area and backwards. It's why I don't like going into that side room, but, oops. Discussing leaderboard rules again. Oh, the amount of times. The amount of times over the last few months. Honestly, it's fine because a lot of it has been conversations we should have had a long time ago, but at the same time, did you kill him, Daigo? Thank you. I'm going the wrong way. Daigo, with me. I always go the wrong way for this one. It's always this one. Again, I'm keeping an eye on my kill count to make sure everyone dies. Elastic alloy, good, they're all dying. Here comes the backup. Daigo should go on attack at this point. Jeez, you stay over there for a second. Thanks. Let's say Daigo. One of you is alive. One of you are alive? Daigo must have got the kill, because I didn't see the kill count go up. Yeah, good job, Daigo. Daigo actually helping me out here. Nice. Good, okay. I should have more than enough scrap iron now for the rifle and also the Ryuji's Gatling gun arm. Camera down. Last couple of zombies. Cool, good. Ugh. Guys, have I been testing the SSD yet? No point. No point. People have been running it on a Cheetah Box 5. Hi, that's me. I'm the cheater. I have the cheater box PlayStation 5. That's the size of my fucking PC. This thing's too large. It's terrible. Also, the PC version now has a load remover, and the PC version is actually... I think we found the PC version is faster. So, here we have to protect the barricade from these zombies. Now, I want to look at the HP bar of the barricade. Notice how it's actually going down right now? Let me show you what's hitting the barricade. Literally nothing is hitting the barricade. If you walk away from the barricade in this moment, it actually starts taking damage. Even though there's no one around. There goes my no damage. I'm upset. There is a zombie going towards it. Hey. No. Now, fun fact, you can break the barricade yourself. Fun fact, it's a game over. That's one of the first things I tried, was seeing if manually breaking the barricade made it go faster. No. No. I wish it did, but no. So if I stand here, you'll see that it won't take any more damage anymore. It's so stupid. It's so... Why does it take damage when you're away from this thing? There's no one here. But watch the HP bar at the bottom right. Watch it go down. There's no one here. There's no one here at all. See? See how it went down? It's so stupid. There's no one here. Why is it taking damage? This is the dumbest thing. It's the worst decision. Why is this a thing? Why is this a thing? Hey, it's boss time. I suck at this boss. The thing that you want to try and aim for in this boss is to do the heat action to be able to get free shots on its weak spot. You don't want to also get hit either, but oops. Really? I wasn't expecting you to do that. I was expecting you to go invisible. Yeah, that. Daigo's having problems. Don't worry about Daigo. Should I kept shooting at you. So it's invisible. Try and guess where it is. You gonna jump? Where are you going? Where are you going? Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot. That goes invisible. I'm just gonna shoot. There are much... Yeah, that's what I wanted to do, but it's a bit late at this point. There are much better ways to do this fight. This is not a good way to do this fight. This is not a good way to do this fight. But if you can get the heat attack onto the Aharabaki here, he falls over on his back like that, like in the Akiyama fight, and then you just hit the weak spot. But you don't get any heat at the start. I wonder. I just want to jump. I wonder, because he jumps at the start of the fight, right? What if we bring a heat item into that fight? What if we bring a heat item into that fight, use the heat item straight away? Can we do the heat action on that first jump? It might be worth testing, actually. Because we can get one from outside the Millennium Tower. I should have moved the Monkey Boy helmet, actually. Yes, please. Ah, it's a terrible menuing. Back me up. Don't shoot, Daigo. Do not shoot the aggro, Daigo. He has already shot the aggro. Thanks, Daigo. That is the aggro music that is on us. He has already shot the aggro. Oh god, now I've done it. So the problem with shooting the aggros in this part is they're going to move with us to the very end, which is not ideal. Hi. Just going to walk past you. I actually kind of like using the flamethrower here, I'm not going to lie. I tried it the other day and it's actually pretty good. Tempted to do it. I'm going to run straight to the end and just pop the barrels anyway. Probably not worth it at this point with the FPS drop and the lack of zombies, but... Oh, hello! Thank goodness that happened. Alright, Daigo, now on attack. I don't know if you're close to me or not, Daigo, but Daigo, it's time to start. I was trying to headshot you. Please leave my homeless friend alone. Oh, hello. Everyone's here. I'm very glad the fatties don't aggro the aggros. This is actually terrible. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Something stupid. Gonna blow the barrel. This is actually terrible. Oh my goodness. Yeah! Nice barrel hit. Okay, the monkey boy that's over there also does have to go down. Andrew Appealed. Thank you for gifting a sub. I appreciate it. All these zombies as well on the side have to go. I do not know where Daigo is right now. I think this one's alive. Okay, now the one's behind us and we should be good. Ugh, not good. Not good. Not good. Not good. Those aggros were indeed a problem. It's so funny in that bit because Daigo very rarely catches up. I don't know what Daigo's up to. Daigo just doesn't. Also, this bit is so stupid because Daigo says, "So this is Purgatory." Daigo. Yakuza 2. Hello? You came here in Yakuza 2. This is not our Daigo. This is not our Daigo at all. It's a different Daigo. Kiryu brought you here, remember? You met Majima here. He's being used to definitely not the same guy. It's so true. That's actually very true. I can't believe he forgot about Purgatory at all. I bet he hasn't. He's just trying to save face despite the fact that Majima knows he's been here. Also, I'm really glad the hitbox for those stairs is down the stairs, unlike the Dragon Engine, where it's up the stairs and it's a pain in the backside. Shout out to that one NPC that you have to talk to at the top of the stairs in K2's run. It's impossible to talk to half the time. Very frustrating. Actually, this would be a good time to once again tell folks again, the AGDQ games list is out, or at least the first phase is like 161 hours out of like 168. There's going to be a second game period coming out for the games that got released since September 1st. The important thing, and I'm very biased with this, because whenever there's a Yakuza run, it's always a good... Big Nono did get K1 into GDQ, which is absolutely phenomenal. I've said multiple times that K1 would be an absolutely fantastic showcase. Yes, leave. No, what am I doing? K1 would be a fantastic showcase for any GDQ, and Big Nono is the person to show it off. Like, Big Nono is the person that literally changed K1's entire route, has also just done the sheer amount of most work that has gone into that game. Like, I got burnt out from having to run the original route on PS4, because that was painful. But also, K1 is also, like, I've said this a couple of times, because most people ask about, like, glitches with Yakuza runs. We don't have that many out-and-out glitches, but K1 is full of them. They are fantastic. They are genuinely fantastic. I'm actually surprised they went with New Game Plus, and not for bad reasons. Like, I genuinely would have expected any percent. I would have expected they would have just gone with any percent for pretty much everything, but New Game Plus is good. Every time I've ever talked about, like, New Game Plus runs being massively different, K1 is always the one that's come up for being a very good example of a very good New Game Plus run. So again, folks, please watch that run at GDQ. You will be very, very surprised at how, like, actually good it is and how much speed tech there is in it. Why does this camera sometimes not start behind magic? I've noticed that a couple of times now. Magic Pill, thank you very much for the sub as well. I appreciate it. Batting center. This boss can be frustrating. It can be nice if you can get the right angle. I've spent a lot of time trying to find the right angle for this boss just to keep shooting at it instead of, like, manually aiming. So, this is the Tsuchigumo. Try and guess where its weak spot is. It's definitely not the giant glowing red orb on its stomach. But essentially the Tsuchigumo has a couple of different moves, but in the first phase it doesn't actually do the long versions of them. So try and get to the side. If you walk to the side, you can sometimes just hit the weak point from this angle when it does that attack. This is a good move if you have heat, which I don't. If you have heat, you can use your heat attack and knock it to the ground. Away from the spin. And get to the side for 3 weak spot hits. Aiming too far to the right. I waited. This gives us a lot of good free hits. Get a bit closer, not too close, because its actual hits are like really quite far. Akiyama should also be on attack. I'm slightly too far to the right. This sucks. Yeah, I'm slightly too far to the right. Akiyama, who go? Too far to the right. You'll know when phase 2 starts. That's a cutscene. That's the spin. That's bad. It's in a bad position. He always tries to hit you from it, so you want to move to the left. Whoa, what the heck? Good aim. Wouldn't let me do my heat attack? Okay, I guess it was at the wrong angle. Yeah, stay there, please. Okay, phase 2. So phase 2, you don't actually have to worry too much about this phase, just keep shooting. If you get a good angle from here, oh, I walked too far forward. You can actually stop him by shooting the weak spot a couple of times. Oh, Akiyama, stop running towards me. There we go. And again, get to the side. That's a bit too far up again, I think. It is. You're not flailing around like you usually do. I need to hit your weak spot. So at this point, he's now going to do multiple different attacks, including that again. There we go. There's the angle. That's what I'm after. What are you doing, Akiyama? What are you doing? What are you actually doing? What is this? What is this? I have never seen that. What is he doing? Oh, I missed it somehow? Did? I'm so sure at this point. What just happened? No way. Anyway, one of the best QTEs in the entire series. What just happened? I actually have never seen that. Majima on attack just walks into me, pushes me away from the angle that I need, and then just stands there. He's helping. I'm slightly mad. Not the best fight. I managed to not hit its weak spot multiple times, which is bad. But thankfully, this is one of those bits where being on the digital version and SSD saves a bunch of time. These cutscenes from the end of the boss fight up until the start of the end of the chapter prompt on base PS4 with base HDD take literally about 2 to 2.5 minutes. Not even kidding. Game is wild. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Good reasons and for bad reasons. I like this game. I like this game a lot. I think the speedrun actually gave me renewed interest in this game. And I think also it sounds like I keep saying with the speedrun you don't spend that much time playing this game, and that's probably for the best. Here we go. This is like the longest chapter in the run. I have a very rude name for the split for it, but that's because you'll see why. There's a really, really dumb puzzle at the end of this chapter that's stupid. Stupid. Okay, so once again, I'm going to have to be keeping an eye on when zombies go down and the kill count. Some of those are 100% still alive. Have to reload anyway. These two are alive along with that one. That should be it. Yep. Okay, so 3 enemies going down isn't the best, but thankfully I had to reload anyway, so I didn't lose too much time. It was not bad. That was not bad. Usually there you'll get a lot more zombies that get knocked down because of the kind of domino effect of the zombies knocking into them. So only 3 of them is actually pretty nice. They all went down at the same time, so they all got up at the same time. Not too bad. Not too bad. And so I kind of like moving in that direction. So Ryuji Part 1, where Ryuji has a minigun for an arm for some reason. It's never explained. You meet the guy who did it, but it's never explained why Ryuji specifically has a robot minigun arm. It might be in one of the sub-stories, I can't remember, but yeah, for some reason Ryuji has a minigun arm. Again, keep an eye on the kill count. behind me. Should be about, yeah, 16 at this point. Is that? Oh. I don't mind if I do. Oh, double don't mind if I do. Ryuji getting his own upgrade items. Now, the downside to getting items for Ryuji to upgrade is, of all the characters that need inventory space, it's Ryuji. I was gonna say, the zombie on the floor should die from natural causes. That's bad. That's a bad fight. That's a really bad fight. Ouch. Outing and running DSS. I actually owe that. I actually owe that as a charity reward, unfortunately. The nice thing is, Amon isn't part of that with this game. Amon is... The only thing for Amon that you have to do is the Subterranea, which... Ugh. Subterranea is just time-consuming. But thankfully, Amon isn't a part of that, even though the Amon fight in this game is one of the easiest Amon fights. You literally just stand back with Kiryu's anti-material rifle and shoot him. Okay, so I'm going to take all of these stuff. The healing item is one of those that we need, but we're not going to grab that yet. And also now, thanks to the Dead Souls runners and Metza, we now know that Chainsaw's good. They said in the past, Chainsaw's bad. No, Chainsaw's good. Chainsaw's good. With the aggro? Yeah, Chainsaw's good. Yeah, don't listen to me. Chainsaw's good. Chainsaw's very good. This room kind of sucks. I've been wondering about super grip for this room for easy, because there's a couple of zombies in here, like the cop zombies, that are really strong, as you can see, and just the one that went down to the right is not dead. And this one is taking some hits as well. And also is not dead. He's gone to the ground, he is not dead. He's also not dead again. The ones in this corner also sometimes don't die. Like, there's a lot of zombies in this room that just really suck to try and take down. Okay. 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 Oh, alright. Still not dead. Alright. The nice thing is, zombies that do go to the ground like that eventually do, like, kind of, like, bleed out, but they take a while. I'd love to get fresh ammo in this bit, but unfortunately it doesn't refresh it at the resupply point, so we just carry on. For this next part, I'm going to try and replicate what I did in the last run, because I actually quite liked what I did in the last run. I'm not certain if it's faster or not, but it felt faster. It's the bad Kaoru model here. It is kind of fun to see Arase be a partner, though. Of all the characters that, like, make sense as, like, partner characters in this game, Arase makes a lot of sense. Okay, so for this bit, the really annoying thing about this bit is there's a bunch of zombies that keep respawning constantly. There's also a free cutie girl figure in this bit, which I usually get. I might not now, because we've gotten, like, an extra one on Ryuji. But the cutie girl figure I can point at is next to the fatty that I want to take out is on the right-hand side here. Next is to about. There we go. So, the thing that I like using here, because it takes care of the special infected really quickly, is this. Thankfully, we don't need a key. So, ideally, I can get the monkey boy in front of me. That's good. Gone. Want to raise this for the meathead? Come here, bud. Beep, beep. We'll get him on the way through. The important ones to take care of are obviously the crybabies to stop them spawning enemies. The downside with her spawning an enemy right here is the fact that she can spawn them inside of the theater, and those are the annoying ones. Like, they're probably actually the most second annoying ones. There's actually one I'd say is worse. Take out one fatty. For this, I just want to take care of as many of the, like, special infectors as I can. Perfect. At this point, I'll get out and shoot the rest. You shouldn't have fight spawns behind me here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start taking care of some of these enemies here. Try and pick up some of those items that they dropped from before. This is a very good point if you're missing some of the upgrade materials to try and get some of them back. So the scrap iron specifically. As you can see, this bit you just get tons of respawning enemies. This bit just is annoying, and that's why I want to come back here first. Get rid of them. That one on the floor will die. That's fine. Don't have any more respawn behind me. Oh, this one. They can also respawn down that alleyway as well, but I find if you only stick to one side of that, it's fine. That should be all of them there, actually. So now the big worry is if anyone spawned in the middle of that. So we'll take out the ones outside first and hope that's everyone. It is. Whew, okay, not too bad. That bit's just annoying with, like, the sheer open space and how many areas the zombies can spawn in. I am a little lower on ammo than I would like to be at this point, so I am going to start to take a tiny bit from the truck here, which is going to get refreshed going forward. Yep. Actually, I probably should move the healing items rather than the items that I need. So what I'm hoping to do is get enough ammo here to last me for this chapter, and then run out. It's gonna sound weird, but that's the Ryuji optimization I've had thought about. Because the problem that we've got, we need a whole bunch of inventory space after this chapter for all the gold plates we're gonna get to sell for all of our upgrades that we've got coming up. So, my optimization idea for this chapter is to run out of ammo. As stupid as that sounds, I'm gonna just at some point start blasting. When there's no one around, I'm just gonna start blasting. That's the plan. I wish beyond wish we could find a way to sneak through this wall. If there was a quick way to get through this wall, we would save, I kid you not, 20 minutes. That would be so nice. Dodge all that. Can't fire, which is fine. Is he certified to drive this? Nope. He's not a certified Shenmue protagonist, I'm afraid. Good video games. Good point. Right before we get to the Dip Terrors. So the Dip Terrors are like your spitters from Left 4 Dead, but they fly and they obviously spit. Probably shouldn't start firing so early. Ideally, getting close and hitting their weak spot, which is their head, is nice. I should have reloaded a bit earlier than this. Really? This is why they're very annoying. The lag is so much I couldn't move. Appreciate it, game. Okay, once they're both dead, we can move on. I want the elastic alloy. Elastic alloy isn't used for any of our upgrades. So this is one of the bits where, in the Dead Souls difficulty, Super Grip comes, like, massively in handy. And probably would be very useful for easy as well. Haven't actually had a chance to test it yet, and I really need to. This would be a good time to test, not gonna lie. Because we have coming up here another new infected, the Hermit. The Hermit is a pain in the ass. They drop the FPS completely. What I normally do is use the heat attack on this to try and, like, hurt it inside and break most of its outer shell. But, like, using Super Grip is probably way faster. Way, way faster. Because, as you can see, when you break the shell, you lose all of your FPS. Usually a zombie there, that's why I keep shooting. Skip an entire segment. It would be nice if we could. Unfortunately, we can't. If we could skip this entire bit, it'd be fantastic. Now, massive thanks to Meta and Panda for figuring this next bit out. We have a very long escort section coming up, and it's probably as bad as you can imagine. For this bit, we only have to take care of the zombies down here. I didn't reload for. You're alive. That's fine. They'll die over time. By the time we've gotten all the way down here and taken out these three. Yep. So the nice thing about this escort section is we don't actually have to wait for these two. All the ones afterwards we do. I might be blasting a bit too much, to be honest. But the nice thing is we don't have to wait for these two, which is good. We can just get to the door and go straight in. Beautiful. Why couldn't that be the same for all of them? Why could that not be the same for all of them? So the downside is we now have to escort a bunch of NPCs. There are 3 sets of them. There's a set of 2, a set of 3, and a set of 5? I will restore my Gatling gun ammo here, just in case. Now I'm just going to use this for the rest of the chapter, and then if I run out, it's fine. I can come back in here and get fresh ammo anytime. I'd rather not, but there's also drops around the place that I can grab. So, let's go get the annoying sets of NPCs first. The other downside is you can only take one set of NPC with you at a time. So despite the fact we know where they all are, we can't just grab them and just take them all back with us. Which is really, really annoying. Also, remember this layout for these containers as we run through here. That's going to change very, very soon. There's some fresh ammo, for example. Also, annoyingly, all these signs on the floor are going to get in the way. Move. Move. Here's our first set of AI. We're going to run immediately. In the hopes that they don't turn around. I'm just going to start blasting. They caught up, which is good. Please don't run into those zombies. Thank you. I shouldn't have stopped. Push this out of the way. Good. This out of the way. Good. They will get caught on everything, and I'm not even kidding, they will get caught on everything. Around the corner, and... oh, hello. At it. So there's actually an easy way to tell where you want them to stand, and that is after the first lamppost. Once the NPCs have gone past the first lamppost, they are in this invisible zone for you to get them in Kamurocho Castle. The downside, the second lamppost that I was stood next to is the other point, and if you go and have the NPCs go past that one, they won't count. And that's a problem with this next group coming up. Yeah, this next group coming up is the big problem. This next group is so frustrating. I wish we could skip this entire bit. It'd be so nice. So the reason why we're doing this is to get a key for a forklift to get a tank shell to blow our way into the safe part of Kamurocho. Bless Ryuji. I don't know what you're thinking with this plan, but sure. And then in the chapter after this one, this is where things are going to change up drastically from the old 80% route. This is where we're going to do everything. So again, we're going to start running forward here, in the hopes that everyone doesn't stop, because there is a zombie spawn set that happens. So what I usually do is get to about here, turn around and start blasting just in case. Perfect. Still moving. Sometimes the NPCs at the back can get caught by those zombies, which is really frustrating. Again, panning the camera down so I don't lose the frame rate. There are certain open areas like this that just drop the frame rate considerably. You're the annoying one here. Trying to create as much of an open path. One is stuck, aren't they? Why would no one else help them? Rare zombie! Rare zombie? I didn't even know there was one there. Hey! That's unfortunate. Zombie spawn here. I'm going to run forward in the hopes they don't get stuck, but usually they do, so I'm ready to just turn around at a moment's notice. Well, at least you got through, sir. Congratulations. Come on! Come on! Oh, they are just trying to take out every zombie. Please, stop. Come on! Alright, stop shooting! Stop shooting! Come on! Come on! Thank you. So here we need to get them all past the first lamppost, but not the second. So I'm going to stand in this corner and hope that they actually, like, keep walking. Oh, don't you go forward. Come on, buddy. Last one. Get in there. Nice. Okay. Not good. Yeah, this is PS3 with an SSD. This game only came out on PS3. You can tell it's not emulated because the frame rate keeps dropping. Block of steel. Alright, so these guys are annoying, but they usually run straight towards me, so I'm hoping they just do. Did kind of shoot that guy. Come on, don't get stuck, don't get stuck. Good lad, good lad. What we're after. That's the good stuff. Alright. Now I'm going to start blasting. I do not need ammo anymore. That's a lie. I don't need it here anymore. I do need inventory space. So what I'm probably going to do is, when we get to the next chapter, we're going to do our important upgrades first for the run, and then I'm going to start getting inventory space. So anyway, I started blasting. The less ammo I have, the more inventory space I have. The more inventory space I have, the more gold plates I can get. Probably going to be able to do 1 round of ammo before we get to the forklift. Ah, ammo is also in the way. Out of my way. Good, I didn't pick it up. Okay. Could have done with reloading first, but it's fine. That's... Oh, I didn't pick it up. Okay, so this puzzle is so stupid. So look at where all these containers are. This is the quickest way to do this puzzle, and it makes no sense. Because technically, you can't get the tank shells back through this area. So pay very close attention to where we're putting these containers. This is so stupid, this bit. It does not make any sense at all. So, but this is just quick to do this because it slides you over. This one you want to try and get a good angle for, which basically try and line up like this. I'm a bit too far to the right. The better the angle you have here, the less that the game tries to pull you backwards to push you forward. But you'll see what I mean about the containers in a second, because I reverse through here a little bit. Makes it a little quicker and easier. If you're on any difficulty higher than normal here, anytime there's a zombie spawn, you have to get out, because if you look at the top left, there is a very small HP bar, but look at the containers. So look at the way that they're set up there. Remember that. I'm going to come up in about 30 seconds time. So you would have to get out of the forklift here to protect the forklift on anything above normal. Like, look at the damage it's taking on easy from, like, 8 zombies. This bit is weird. Again, tank shells, if you can get to the right angle, I was just a bit slightly over to the left. You can actually, like, not have to wait too long here. Oops, that was a bit. Okay, there we go. Again, you'd have to get out here and protect these. My forklift certified. Please don't ask my boss about that. So, look at the containers as we go back through now, and as you'll see, the ones on the left have moved automatically. The game outright says, here's this puzzle that gives you a stupid solution that isn't the answer, and then just moves everything. That's kind of bad. That's kind of really bad. We get the right angle here, we just drop it down. Good. It's so weird. Yeah, I'm sure that's fine. Yeah, I'm sure that's fine. Nothing went wrong there. Nothing happened. You saw nothing. Yep, everything's fine. Yep, nothing happened. I didn't see anything. No, nothing happened. No. Did the person ask if I'm forklift certified? Could a non-forklift certified person do that? Fair to say I've never seen that before. I've genuinely never seen that before. Alright, so this next chapter is where we're going to do a whole bunch of upgrades and stuff. Dragon engine moment. Yeah, no, nothing weird. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. These scripted camera segments, nothing has ever gone wrong before. Yakuza 0's shooting segment. K1's shooting segment. Yakuza 6's on rails part. This game's on rails part. Fortunately, we have to wait for all of the actual level up walls to go through. That's the pain in the backside part. So I'm gonna have to concentrate a little bit here for upgrade stuff. So I'll go through what I'm about to do, so you know what I'm doing. The important thing is we need to upgrade the shirt, which requires armor. We need demolition for damage, because that's very important. And then we need inventory space. So, straight into abilities, after Hasegawa's message. We're going to go see her next. Abilities, Ryuji, we want to, as I said, get Demolition Man. Rapid Reload waits for later. That's the last one we want to get. We're going to get ourselves Armor Skill up to Advanced. Then we're going to grab ourselves a couple of inventory slots. Probably at the very least 3. And I still have enough for Rapid Reload. Could get one more, actually. Yeah, I'm going to get one more. I don't think I need one more. And then we'll just wait for Rapid Reload afterwards. This way, I won't have to do any inventory swapping in this part here. We want to go to Hasegawa. Now, because we're on easy, it's a lot, would you believe, easier to get points from Hasegawa. We are hoping for a minimum of about 7,000. That's way less than usual. Nice. That's actually a bit of a problem. That's because I didn't get the no damage bonuses. Ooh dear. Okay, this is why I'm glad we've got the spare cutie girl figures. That will help us a little. I still like that all these months and years later, my 0 PB still loses a minute to the Chapter 13 shooting segment. Because the camera glitches into the floor. Donkey first, Donkey first, don't you forget. Gotta go see our donkey. Very important that we get DMCA'd on YouTube by this song, but also the Fizzy Magic jersey. The Fizzy Magic jersey actually gives you the 10% movement speed. 10? Ugh. Again, I don't need you to see the ads. If you have a way of dealing with the ads, please do. But for Jeffrey Bezos, I have to just play the ads. I don't need you all to watch the ads. I can't tell you how to block the ads, because if I do, I will get banned on Twitch. They've done that before. But as long as you have a way to deal with the ads, please do. I don't need you to watch them. I just have to play them. It's really annoying. I love the way Kamiyama goes. I didn't sell stuff to be able to actually get the money for this bit. So sell stuff. So we're going to sell all of our items. We're going to sell our gold plates, our figures, which we've got 2 here, and if we go down, we should have more. 600k. 300 of that. Ooh. This should be enough. 300k goes to upgrading Kamiyama's to get the grenade launcher. Then we get the grenade launcher, then we get the rifle. Upgrade. Let's do things in order of importance. Let's do the order of important things first. Grenade launcher, Ryuji, rifle. Actually, I think the rifle might actually be... Do the important stuff first. Do the important stuff first. Important stuff first. Buy weapons. So, grenade launcher. We're gonna do grenade launcher first. I should get the rifle as well, but then do the grenade launcher first. Mod weapon. Ryuji. Where are we? Gatling gun. Hold on. There's one other more important mod that I need to do. Because I need to buy first. I was in the right menu. Buy items. Specifically, 3 stamina X6s and 3 toughness CZs. This is why we need the inventory space. Mod. This is why we want to do this in this order as well, to not leave this menu and have to speak to that guy again. Sprinter shirt. That's 20% in move speed now. Rifle. Rifle. So, where are we? 5.56. This is for Kiryu. We could wait until Kiryu for this part, honestly. 18 Tojo. Nice menuing. I didn't mean to do that. Buy something. Items. A couple of rounds of Gatling. And a couple of rounds of grenade. Good. Okay, that should be good. Okay, so that's a good amount of money. Now, we don't actually use the rifle on Ryuji because his Gatling gun is better. But that rifle is for Kiryu because Kiryu has no fast firing options. Okay, cool. Also, Majima Pill, thank you for the gifted sub. And Rosa, thank you for the gifted sub. I appreciate it. Alright, so, equipment. Up here goes the grenade launcher. There we go. Okay. That should be everything. We've upgraded Ryuji's Gatling gun. We should be doing way more damage than the last run. We've got the upgraded rifle for Kiryu, so when we get to Kiryu, we just have to go to Kamiyama's, get the rifle out of the back room, and buy some ammo, and that's it. Cool. I think we're good. Oh, and the sniper rifle. The sniper rifle is actually pretty decent for... Note to self, anti-material goes on left D-pad. Do not put anything on left D-pad this time. Cool. I think we're good. I think we're good. The important thing is we have the grenade launcher for everything coming up. This fight is kind of annoying. If you remember the fight in Serena with Akiyama, where certain zombies are stronger than other zombies, this room. I'm wondering if Super Grip would also be good for this room as well. What do I do? Because this is the problem. Zombies just get in your face. Which at that point, I'm just gonna do this. See, you headshot and he just knocks him down. You should not be headshotting. Actually, that went kind of well. Like, because everyone got so close together, the grenade launcher took out 5 out of 6 of them. I think that actually went pretty decently. I think that actually went okay. Yeah, hopefully...
Ryuji face tanking a grenade and BED.
I forgot I changed my bit alert to something stupid. God damn it, chat. Mr. Insecure, thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate it. Before we go to the next bit, reload grenade launcher. Reloaded before we get to the next fight. So, here's one of the reasons why we wanted Demolition Man in this grenade launcher. See this hermit? No, you don't. You didn't charge. You've done that in the past. You're trying to hit the headshot. At this point, we're good for like upgrading stuff, so we don't want to like focus on upgrades anymore. Shoot the grenade launcher into the corner to be able to hit both barricades. Yes, I think there's both barricades here. I might be wrong. I might think of the late bit. Hearts of zombies are the worst in this bit. That's why. Okay, here's Michiru. We're gonna have to run backwards, but this is why we get a little bit of ammo back on Ryuji, because I actually didn't need to like discharge as much ammo as I did. I had more inventory stuff. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. Now we just have to run back. It actually respawns the enemies here, because you can see there's this fatty that wasn't there before, and this Mars zombie. You want to get over the fire first. And then that one's frustrating, so try and take him out. There's a meathead around this corner. It's usually not a problem. Yes, it is today! Oh, you're supposed to be further back. This sucks. Oh, this really sucks. Okay, thank you for pushing me forward. I appreciate it. He is supposed to be in this, like, this square bit here. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's really bad luck. That's terrible. Bill, thank you for gifting us up to ice cream as well. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, as Hoxie says, like, by having the game, the digital version, and running on an SSD, you are literally saving, and I kid you not here, 35 minutes in loading time. But here's the problem. The SSD doesn't affect the performance of the actual video game because it's not, you know, the actual system. 35. 15 minutes are saved being on the digital version, even if you're on hard drive. 20 minutes is saved by having an SSD. I kid you not. I am not joking. I'm being very truthful right now. That is serious. I keep forgetting not to do that with this barricade. I'm gonna learn one day. Not today. I hate this fight. I hate this fight because I don't know how to do this fight well. You've got Fight in Dip Terror. Fight in Dip Terror. Good luck. That definitely was a little further than I would have liked. But the trouble is, the grenade launcher good, but it doesn't take out the Dip Terror. It's not too bad. Actually, yeah, that's really good. That's taken out most of that side. I'm going to manually switch here and lose all my frames so I can shoot this Dip Terror, because the Dip Terror is the thing I'm actually worried about here. And the other one. Didn't mean to dodge forward. Come on. And then grenade launcher. That's a good lineup. Nice. Another cutie girl figure, not that we need it. Wow, there's more of you alive than I expected off that grenade. I'm kind of upset. Maybe it. It's good. If you shoot here, you can actually hit the barricade at the end with the angle. Good. So, here's this poor kid who's stuck here. The correct answer is be a jackass. Hang in there, kid. It's actually the quickest option is to just tell him, hey, hang in there. He knows what he's doing. He's good. He's fine. We get to this room where it doesn't really matter if you use the grenade launcher or the minigun. We just have to wait for waves of enemies. So, as long as you make sure they're dead and not just, you know, on the floor like that. Last one's gone. Straight into the cutscene. This run's worse than Drakengard 3. Well, fun fact, this run might randomly die later. So I'm losing a bunch of time here because my upgrade menu was a lot slower than the last run, which is a shame. So I've got to get that down a lot better because we're almost near the end of this. So a little upset to be losing this much time, but also my upgrade menu in the last run didn't have everything. Grenade launch actually works well here if you can hit everyone, but I missed one. So, time for the dumb strat. I love this dumb strat. I have a grenade launcher. I like Drakengard 3. It's probably not something I should admit on stream, but I like Drakengard. I didn't kill all of them. One alive. How did you survive that? Like, actually how? Like, I'm actually impressed. How did you survive that? DoD 3 runs 60 FPS on emulator, I believe. Wish it ran 60 FPS on PS3. I'm very tempted to do that game on stream at some point. That got everyone, though. Good stuff. Good grenade. Very good grenade. I'm like 30? Damn. Did I survive that? I'm forklift certified. I always get lost around here as well. This place is more of a maze to navigate than it is in bloody Yakuza 4. Okay. That's the end of that chapter. And then we've got an interesting boss fight coming up, actually. One of the reasons why we've got the grenade launcher on Ryuji at a time. Because the grenade launcher works very, very, very well in this fight. Not for first phase. The first phase is interesting. Thanks to Panda, we've actually found out something that we're still having a discussion about whether this is true or not, and it definitely feels true. The next boss has 8 different targets that we have to hit, and in true typical cursed Yakuza Dead Souls fashion, some of them have lower HP than others. So I'll show you the targets we're going to aim for, but even better than that, this boss has iframes where you can't shoot the boss for a good like 15 seconds at a time. But the guy outside the front of Asia here, he was telling us the entire time about the actual good strats of this fight, and we never listened. Because this guy gives us a bunch of grenades. Obviously, the thing we want to use is the grenade launcher, but grenades, that was the trick, chat. That was the trick. Grenades, good. Just not for phase 1. So, this is Pops. He's our Pops. He used to serve takoyaki, that's why it's symbolic. His weak spots are all on the end of his tentacle hands. We are fairly convinced the second and third hands have way less HP because look how fast that breaks. Now, you might be wondering why am I not firing here. He has iframes. Still has iframes. See? See how you can't attack during, like... Oh, I actually hate that. See how you can't attack during, like, certain attacks? I absolutely believe you're right in that some of these tentacles have absolutely less HP than others. I'm convinced you are right with that. And even if they don't, it so feels like placebo. Ryuji's upgraded damage is really nice. You do have to hit the actual weak spot, unfortunately. That's not good. I couldn't do that quick enough. I should have aimed for the one above, because obviously it was showing its weak spot. Really? Okay, you're giving me bad patterns. I'm not too happy about this. Also, the furniture, yes, it knocks into you and knocks you out. Injustice. You only take care of 4 of them, so if we take care of the 4 that supposedly have, you know, less HP than the others. Good angle from here, because of, Yep, so you only have to take care of the 4 of them, hence why we aim for the 4 that have less HP than the others. I'm very convinced with how fast that goes and how fast some of them break that they do have, like, less HP than the others. Because the upper one and the bottom one definitely take a long time to get through. Anyway, phase 2. This is where the new strats from the Dead Souls runners is going to shine. Hopefully we get a good attack pattern, because Potts gave me such a good one in my PB. Stand up here. Give me the good one. That's really bad, actually. What are you doing? Pops, what are you doing? Don't jump. That's not the good one, but I'll take it, because it does good damage. As you can see, with Demolition Man and a grenade launcher, you do a lot of damage. That's the one. Look at the damage. Watch the damage here if we get a good hit. That wasn't a good hit. Also, my frame rate. Look at the damage. Look at that damage. Aim for the tentacle, not the weak spot. Look at that damage. And that frame rate. Look at how good both of them are. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. Witness the damage. That's it. It's over. It's done. A long, long time ago, I said grenade launchers were terrible. I take it all back. Just look at the damage. Shout outs to the Dead Souls runners. You all did an amazing job with this. Grenade launcher, good. Grenade launcher, very good. That was almost better than my PB, but my PB basically started without Pops jumping at the ground. Might still save time because we just got so much damage off. More damage equals less frames. It's more the explosion. But at the same time, so if you're wondering how that damage works, every single tentacle is its own instance of damage. So it's got its own, like, they all take their own bits of HP, which is why a giant explosion from a grenade launcher with Demolition Man to give you more damage does that much damage. Keep forgetting, don't aim for the weak spot because it literally doesn't matter. Aim for the tentacle. Now this fight. I hate this fight. Glad I've got my upgraded Gatling gun for this. DD3 runs better on classic fat PS3s like Gen 1, 2 than Slims. Oh. They have a super slim now. Oh. Okay, so this fight is slightly frustrating. If we get a good setup, I will use the grenade launcher. But it does require the enemies to actually go together. This fight just starts really annoying. So this fight is essentially just a bunch of normal zombies, whatever. But the problem is the boss zombies in this fight. You'll recognize a couple of... You'll recognize all of them, actually. It is, of course, big ol' armor-clad Onraki and the Aharabakis on the floor. Now, the downside is he's going to be throwing stuff, and these two are going to be all up in my face. So... ideally, what I want is them to get together like this for a grenade launcher. I don't have my grenade launcher actually loaded. If they're together, you can hit the both of them.
Oh, nice.
We stay together. Yeah, they're gonna hit me. Actually, still stay there. Stay there. Stay there. Stay there. Don't move. Don't move. I mean, don't hit me. Now they've moved. Oh my goodness. This is the problem with this fight. Because if they move away from one another, it's really hard to get the both of them. I moved a little bit over, I could have done. Did you just throw something at me? I did. This is my Gatling gun for these two is not too bad. You need to stop. And at this point, they go down very quickly to Ryuji's upgraded Gatling gun. Nope. You stop that. This actually might be a really good heat attack to get rid of its armor. Or just get it on the ground. You stop. You stop right there for a second. Now if I can get in front of it, well actually this will do. Again, just aim for the middle. With Ryuji's upgraded Gatling gun, it doesn't take much to get rid of the weak spot, and even less to take care of him. Ugh. And the nice thing is, we don't have to take care of the zombies. Not the best fight, but better than PB, I think. But you can see at the start there exactly what I mean by if the Aharabakis go together, and you can just keep them together for the grenade launch, you can just take them out together. But as you can see, Ryuji's upgraded Gatling gun is really nice in that fight. The upgraded Gatling gun actually saves you a bunch of time because of the damage, the extra damage you do in both like chapters 2, 3, and 4. That's gonna save me like a minute, I think. So, okay, this is the really weird thing. Also, Grinza, thank you for the Prime Gaming. I appreciate that a lot. So, Yards, thank you very much for continuing the gift sub. Twitch is not telling me that you've continued the gift sub. I'm not even joking. It's not telling me that you have continued your gift sub. If it wasn't for the alert and obviously the message in chat, Twitch would not tell me. Because when I'm doing PS3 stuff, I can't clone my monitor like I usually do, so I actually use this monitor for everything. Oh yeah, by the way, Kiryu's back. With this, you just want to get the zombies on the ground as quick as possible. There's no nuance to it, just get them on the ground. The downside is there is no nuance, so the lock-on system is based off Dead Souls, not the original Yakuza lock-on system. That should be enough. So, the downside is if you try and do the lock-on, it does the strafing thing from, like, Dead Souls, which there's a real weird weightiness to this fighting, which is why it's only in these 2 fights, or 3 fights, I should say. That was a nice double, yeah. That was a very nice double. Again, for these bits, we just have to knock the zombies to the ground. We're also coming up soon, in about 40 minutes' time, to the crash point, so we'll see. We just have to get through Kiryu's bit, which, again, thanks to the Dead Souls runners, we actually have a way to do the New Game Plus strat of locking Kiryu's boss down in Chapter 2 perfectly. It's really nice. Really, really nice. This is why it's important to have more eyes from more runners on your runs. It's why with PS Cala and others coming to join in for Judgment, Judgment's had... It doesn't matter that I even missed attacks, look. It's so important that we have, like, newer runners look at runs, because, like, with Judgment, for example, I was so, like, too close to that run to see better upgrades, and PS Cala's come in and saved, like, a good 10-15 minutes already. Like, it's so important for any speedrun to get newer runners in to be able to go, hey, yo, you've done that stupidly, do this instead. I kind of regret, when I was at GDQ, I kind of regret not getting an NTSC PS2 for speedrunning. There's a lot more PS2 games that I want to speedrun than NTSC SNES. The NTSC SNES, I've got Chrono Trigger that I bought back from me, and I want Final Fantasy VI, which, the Kefka one I should say, which I am struggling to find a legit copy for. There are so many fake copies of Final Fantasy VI out there. Ship me one if I'd like. NTSC PS2? Tempting. We'll talk about it, because I'm obviously going to pay you for it. But there's so many, like, PS2 games that I really want to, like, actually run. So here I found that doing the full combo against Nagahama compared to just, like, hitting him on the ground is about the same time, actually. Oh, that's bad. As long as you hit your attacks. Round 40, that's really not bad at all, actually. I'd still pay you for the system as well, by the way. Okay, Yakuza Dead Souls. You and me, we're having a conversation right now. One of these hitboxes. I am literally punching through the zombie. This is why this is only in this bit. Why it is literally only in this bit. I somehow saved a minute. How? What I want to use it for? Yeah, fair. Iframes? No, because that's why I wait on my attacks as he's standing up, to get rid of the iframes. They always have iframes when they stand up, but that's specifically why I wait. Going forwards faster, I guess. I know, I trust Kyo's. Kyo's actually... There's actually a good couple of PS2 runners in America that have a good couple of PS2s. Like, there's a good couple of runners, Kyo's and Palmer, for example, both, like, help people in getting PS2s. I think Palmer helps in PS3s as well, right? I'd be wrong on that. Anyway. Importantly, now we get Kiryu's weapon. So I want the rifle here. I'll be losing a bit of time in this chapter to picking this up, but it's going to help out a bunch. So move items, weapons. We want, obviously, the grenade launcher and the Tojo. Actually, the sniper rifle is probably also very important. I've just had a very weird thought. Rifle. Oh, free grenade? I don't have money. Yeah, that'll do just in case. I'm doing this out of safety. So you might be wondering why I just got a weapon. Why I just got weapon space up. With getting all the weapons out for Kiryu, I have no space for the anti-material rifle. That might be a problem. We should be fine now? I don't know what would happen to it, honestly. I'm not sure if I need the sniper on Kiryu if I'm... Yeah, like, I respect that. That's why I also, like, say that I have full trust in Kyos and, like, Palmer when it comes to these consoles. Because I know that they look after this stuff. So for Kiryu, we're actually going to be using the Tojo model to run forward here. On easy, having an upgraded rifle shreds through zombies really fast. For main zombies, we'll be using the anti-material rifle and the sniper rifle. But a normal rifle for the streets of Kamurocho is fantastic. And there goes the frame rate! Yeah, as Kyo says, this is the annoying thing about speedrunning, and it's kind of the similar situation to having to, you know, put SSDs now PS3s. You need specific models of goddamn consoles to go fast in speedrunning. Because, like, for instance, if you want to do PS1 classic runs, like, say, just pulling it off the top of my head, Final Fantasy VII, you need a specific model of PS2 and a specific game version of Final Fantasy VII. Sony speedrunning is an absolute ball ache. I'm sure you've seen before in the past the spreadsheets for the Ape Escape speedrun scene, where they have routed out with multiple different console models and versions of the games on consoles and Vita to see which is faster. Sony speedrunning is a pain in the backside. I should reload this just in case I need it, but for now we should be fine. We have an ammo point up ahead. There's the... Yeah, that's good. Let's fire that earlier. I need that. Fire that earlier into the right. It's fine. I'm going to be grabbing my rifle ammo here. And a little bit of grenade launcher just in case. Why don't you go to the right? You always go left. Going right is slow. I need to grab a bunch of rifle ammo. Don't worry about the crybaby signing back up. It's fine. Rifle ammo is what I really want. I will be grabbing the grenade just in case. That's all. That's more of the grenade than I need. But we are going to need a lot of grenade launcher ammo coming up. I will be grabbing a little bit fresh after this bit. Yeah, as Kyo said, like, I've actually been interested in the Parasite Eve speedrun. I actually have a PS TV. I just don't know what I'm doing with my PS TV. I've got a couple of options. If I make my PS TV, because for those who don't know, the PS TV, you can only have one region on it at a time, which is like a real pain in the ass. And when you change the region, you damn near have to like reformat the entire system, just instead of just like changing like memory cards, which is the stupidest thing, Sony. That really bizarre design decision there. But essentially, I have a couple of options. If I stay EU, I could speedrun Persona 4 Golden. If I go to North America, I have all my PS1 classics like Parasite Eve I could speedrun. If I go to Japan, I have Black Panther 2, which, as I said earlier in the year, is something that I want to do alongside Black Panther 1. Brace the homebrew. Honestly, it's very tempting. Honestly, very tempting. Because we allow emulated runs of Black Panther 1 and 2, and technically PS TV is emulating those games. I still wouldn't mind doing them on base PSP because of the fact that, you know, Black Panther 1 isn't available digitally. But I'm also considering putting Black Panther 1 to my Steam Deck. Because I got my Steam Deck dock in today. That would be a viable option to do it with DualShock as well. This fight sucks. Maggie, please attack. Sorry for exploding you, but I've got to kill all of these zombies. You're alive. Who's alive? You're alive. You're alive. What the heck? Right in the clutch. These two are annoying. That's why I'm hoping to just kill them before they get the backup out. Oh, did she survive that? Hello, Monkey Boy. One of those is alive as well. This is why the rifle is useful. Why the rifle is very useful. Facility. Turn off USB. Yeah, honestly, I might have to do that. Not gonna lie. Because I know the GTA runners, you'll use Homebrew to make the Liberty City Stories and Vice City Stories run better. AKA not terrible. I have heard the problem with video games. I lost time, no. The gold. So this is a very long chapter, but this is one of the chapters where everything we've done up until this point is going to come into play. All the weapon upgrades, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. The only thing that I have an issue with is, I know Black Panther is going to have certain issues with, actually I'm not a sniper here, don't I know Black Panther has issues running at certain speeds, so we'll have to figure out how to do that on a PSTV. Black Panther 2, like, that's the reason why I'm just so conflicted on what region I wanted it on is. I've got literal reasons to have my PSTV on every region. I don't want to buy free PSTVs. There comes a point where it's too much. Oops. Hate this bit. Aiming is bad. Using sniper rifle better than the game sniper rifle. Majima, you're doing a good job. Oh, he's doing a very good job. I'm going to focus on everybody else that's included here. Double? Wait, you're alive? I saw the kill come up. Yeah, sure, why not? I hate aiming in this bit. I should honestly leave this to Majima, but sometimes Majima... Oh, nice double. Sometimes Majima doesn't do a very good job. Oh my god. I cannot describe how hard it is to aim in this bit. I mean, it was actually Majima, I don't know. I cannot describe how hard it is to aim with a sniper rifle. It is actually ridiculous. I know if we take care of that one zombie, I'll take care of the one at the back. We'll do teamwork. No? Okay. You're alive? I swear I saw you die. Harold. Harold. Alright, you'll follow me. We're leaving. We don't have to kill the enemies. We're leaving. Get these zombies out of my way. Watch the Molotov. Okay, launch out for this bit. This bit kind of sucks. There's a lot of like zombies at the start that just split up, but grenade launcher kills on it. I make sure everyone's on attack. And I go after special infected. And these zombies, because these zombies suck. The rifle out. I want the special infected, and then I take care of everyone else with a grenade launcher. It's going great, thanks for asking. The dipters suck, I hate these so much. Like, out of all the special infected, these are the ones I hate. Okay, so I'm going to take care of all the zombies until we just have the ones that are respawning, and at that point I'll use grenade launcher. The rifle is actually kind of nice to take them out. You're alive, but it's fine, because you'll die on the floor. These enemies are the worst, that's why I like grenade launching these enemies. Sorry, yo. Could be using the sniper rifle. I'm reloading it, I'm using it. Also, these army zombies can actually dodge roll your shots, which is the stupidest thing. The zombies that are going to spawn in, both of them are alive. I'm fairly certain, yeah, both of these are actually alive. This is why you keep an eye on the... Thanks, Asagi. This is why you keep an eye on the kill count. So at this point, we need to kill the zombies that are spawning in. You can't kill them until they're fully in the arena. You should be the last one over here. I should use the sniper rifle, honestly. Hopefully, you're the last ones here. Hope someone's alive. Oh, there's more over here. Usually they don't respawn this late over here. You want to deal with them? I was hoping that wouldn't happen. That's why I kind of looked this way. Ugh. Pulse Connect in January if you want to do it on console. That's not a bad shout. I could do the PC version. It's kind of weird. It's for me what I like to call the Final Fantasy VII remake problem. So I want to do like Final Fantasy VII remake runs. That's a bit too much grenade launcher ammo, but it's fine. I want to do FF7 remake runs, but like they're all split into PS4, PS4 Pro, PC, PS5, and it's like, I want to do it on like a competitive, like, actual leaderboard, but I look at all of them and it's just like, oh my god, what even is the right thing to do? The zombie next to me is alive, that's why I got stopped. So it's like, is it really that worth it? Is it? Is it? It might just be worth doing, you know, PC, because, you know... Well, yeah, it has load removal, but again, it has more runners on other, like, actual categories. Like, it's just that thing of, like, you know, I want other people to run up against. But for ease of access, yeah, PC good. Permit there. Corner. Back now. I'm really in this corner and it's not good for me. Help me. Help me, someone. Oh, that aggro is slowly walking towards me. Time to block. Goodbye, frame rates. I've got to go. No, seriously, I've got to go. Enjoy those. Good luck, Sagi. Going this way. Actually, I should probably save her at this point. It'll help me out. Grenade launcher good, but also grenade launcher kill self. Please. Shoot down there. Thank you. There we go. These have to go as well, unfortunately. Wait, grenade launcher. Very good. Happen to pick up extra grenade launcher rounds. Now, there shouldn't be that many left. No one down here, they're all down the end. I bet it's you. I bet it's you. You're definitely one of them. Ah! This is weird because it runs off CPU clock speed then for everyone. Yeah, like that's a pain in the backside. Like, it's also that just thing of like, sometimes, you know, I just want to run the video game. A 527 is really bad. 527 is really bad there, actually. Oh dear. But yeah, we'll see with, we'll see. Not gonna lie. After yesterday's conversation, I really hope that the glitch for P3P is still in, because it would be cool to do a Persona run that's only 3.5 hours long, or hopefully on PC, 3 hours long. That would be really, really cool. Gonna lie. I like P3. I am... The glitch, yeah, the Tanaka glitch. Basically, the any percent. The actual outright any percent, like any... The actual any percent ending, like any ending. The quickest method to do it is... Now, there's only no portable only, actually. But the any percent is buried in the leaderboards, but literally there's a 3.5 hour category for P3P. I can't remember fully how the glitch works, but there's a glitch with Tanaka where you can essentially tell the final boss to fuck off with money. So... I don't know how it works exactly, but I know it's there. I am actually gonna buy it. It is Fez, really? Because I remember it being portable. Huh, interesting. Goodbye. Oh, I don't have that much ammo, that much money. Oh, that's a problem. I should have enough. Actually, I really don't need this. I'm literally out of money. I don't think I'd run out of money in this run. Out of money. Anyway, we get the funnest part of this entire run, where literally we get to sit here for a good 3 minutes. Thank God the monkey boy's back there. Oh, you stay there. I'm not dealing with you. Cam, you're doing good. He's doing good. Alright, now I say that way. A great time to run ads. Actually, when is the next ad break scheduled for? 18 minutes? Yeah, I tell you what, I am going to run ads. That way you won't miss any of the finale. That's a good idea. Nice one now. Folks, I have to run these ads. I'll be back in 3 minutes. Don't worry about it. You won't miss anything. You're going to just miss this. This way, people will get to see the next boss. Awesome. I forgot to read the grandson. There's a hermit here, and hermit goes down very, very quickly to good old head launcher. I don't know where the monkey boy went. I think he's alright up there. He's just standing there. Usually he aggressively comes after me. I don't think I have to kill him during any of this. We're gonna find out if I have to or not. Recurring portion of Kamurocho sewers. I like the games where you can go fishing here. And a bad day wants to chill. Fair. Ah, he jumped! He teleported! This is actually kind of bad because he's in the way. Oh, don't ask where that went because I have no idea. I want to hit the meathead. That's why I'm kind of aiming that first. And we're good. Alright, make sure all guns are loaded for the next boss, especially the grenade launcher. Very important we get the grenade launcher loaded up for the next boss. Okay. So I'm hoping to get some good shots with a rifle for the next boss. The funnest part of the video game. This is the funnest part of the video by far. Alright, so we have a boss coming up here. We have a strat for it in New Game Plus. There is a different strat for it in any percent. Again, thanks to the Dead Souls difficulty runners for figuring this one out. Where we can keep this boss infinitely looped and stop it from ever attacking. For not grabbing me, I appreciate that. Alright, so I'm going to try and do as much damage as I can with this rifle to begin with. So here we go. Hello, Shoebuds. Thank you for gifting us up as well. I appreciate it. Right, here we go, folks. This boss can get very annoying. Here we go. And the ad break's almost over, so people will hopefully get to see the boss strat here. So here we go. So if we can loop him in the right place, we will actually be able to do a lot of damage. Hoping to do a bit more damage than that. That's a shame. I'm gonna hit his weak spots. This is kind of why I have the sniper rifle for this bit, so I can, you know, just get that out and use it. Okay, good. He's going to the thing, so I'm gonna set this up ahead of time. So, here's the strat. We want to basically loop him here when he goes to touch down. Akiyama pulls a Majima from earlier. I'm gonna be so upset. A little close because I'm losing FPS, but that's fine. I am not moving at this point because I'll lose this. So as you can see with the grenade launcher, you can stagger the Basan when it tries to land, and you can literally loop it so that it doesn't get to call in backup and then fly away again. PS3 does not like this because I'm losing frames quite a bit. It's fine. But yeah, that's the very quick and easy way to do that boss. Very, very good. That's also the Dead Souls strat. That's also very much the Dead Souls difficulty strat for that boss. It is a very good strat. Because in New Game Plus, we just loop it with the anti-material rifle. But here, we have to use the grenade launcher. Bad. Bad. Bad at all. And Daigo turns up. Much like Daigo does. Okay. This. So, you'd probably think that this next bit is probably the hardest part of Dead Souls difficulty, and you're highly likely right. This bit is actually, like, really bloody hard. But fun fact, and don't ask how this works, because I'm not 100% certain. You know what I've forgotten to do in Kiryu's part completely, by the way? Despite all this time save? I'll tell you after this. But the armored vehicle here, its defense is based on the defense of Kiryu. So to do this bit in Dead Souls, you actually want to stack armor. But on that note, can anyone tell me what I've forgotten to do in Kiryu's part? It's really bad that I've forgotten to do this. It's a massive mistake. Great guns? Nope, they're all upgraded. Upgrade armor? Nope, it's upgraded, but you're on the right path. Crib sprint. I forgot to put on the shirt that we spent all that time getting the 20% move upgrade for. Whoops. Also, if you're wondering, I'm shooting the gun slowly to lose less frames, and also I'm trying to block the explosive barrels before we run into them. Not to save on HP, to save on the frame rate. So I'm trying to blow these ones up here if I can. And this guy. Mortal zombies also lose frame rate. Yep. There's always the finale, there is! So, fun fact for this bit, we can't take care of the Onraki. Also, double fun fact, he can't die. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly break through his armor on his front. Take care of you. Now, watch the timer. Notice how it just sped up? That's because the timer here is tied to the frame rate of the video game. So, we're going to very slowly shoot this guy to let the actual time limit not go down slow. I wish I was joking. Watch it in this next bit. Watch it when I hold it. Like, watch it. Look how it just started to go slower. Video games. Yeah, it looks like his HP is gonna start, like, going down. No, it starts looping. Once you get to the blue HP bar, it starts looping. So unfortunately, we can't kill him here. Otherwise, we just kill him straight out. Like, obviously, we would just start killing him straight out, but nope. See? It's looping back to the white HP bar, the very highest one. What? Actually, gonna let this go. Probably shouldn't have done. Gonna let it go. Again, try and take care of as many of these Molotov zombies as possible. I don't know how that explosion doesn't get you, but sure. Dead Souls difficulty, you do, I believe, have to take care of these for HP purposes. Might be wrong on that one. These two barrels are actually out of the way, which is nice. I am actually worried about this bit on Dead Souls difficulty, not gonna lie. Okay, so this bit actually can break, and we don't know why. I'm assuming it's because this guy can push you, like, out of bounds or some stupid thing. But essentially, you can get pushed out of bounds in this bit by this guy. But it does, like, push you back on the right track. Now, you do want to hit him before he hits you, ideally. Oh my god, I'm doing a bad job. Please? Please. Shouldn't have to hit him again here. Maybe? Oh, Section Zero Legend. The actual shoot up Zero on Section Legend is kind of scary, but it's not as bad as this one, I don't think. Okay, so now we can kill him when his HP bar turns up. Ow. Run forward, please. In the last run, he ran straight at me, which was, like, really nice, because I didn't have to wait for him. Are you alive? Yeah, in my PB, he ran straight at me. I didn't have to, like... I got such a quick and easy kill. This time, nope. Come on. Let that Molotov zombie live. Might not be a good idea. Again, let's hit the weak spot. Look at the frames! Look at the frames! They're going! No frames for us! Not ideal. Not ideal. Frames are indeed escaping. That was unfortunate. Anyway. Okay. That, the Kiryu's part. 20 minutes ahead, and yet this run is still potential to die. God, I love this speedrun. How long to possible soft lock? Not long. At 10 minutes. At 10-ish, 15 minutes. Coming. That'd be good on British. Excuse me, we do actual decent fine dining. The actual experience of going out and, like, eating out, we actually do quite well. Not takeaway stuff. Ignore that, because that's your usual, you know, McDonald's, Burger King, etc. But, like, actually going out and having a good meal, we actually do that quite well. We do that quite well. We do tend to steal food from every other nation and call it our own, like the Vindaloo. Vindaloo is not British in the slightest, but every time a football tournament seems to roll around, we're just like, ah, yeah, Vindaloo is British. No. No. Definitely not. Food hot take. I mean, I could repeat the one from yesterday where a quiche is a pizza. Just think about it. A quiche is indeed a pizza. Right? Think about it. Just think about it. Got an outside crusty edge. Holds everything in the middle. All your toppings on top. That's sus. Nice truth. I want to use the grenade launcher because of that. Ryuji. I am playing terribly already. I was hoping it would automatically put on the anti-material rifle. Yeah. That's what I was hoping to shoot with at the start to get the actual Molotov guy. That guy's gonna hit me. Oh, this bit is a pain. Are we gonna do the tank method? I think we are. Oh, Ryuji! Nah, he's fine. I'm gonna tell him to attack at this point because I want him on attack for this next bit. I wouldn't mind getting some ammo out of this box, actually. Running lower than I would like. Hot dog, a sandwich or a taco? It's a sandwich. The taco is a sandwich as well. Piece is a pie and a pie is a pizza. Thank you for proving my point. I don't need that much more. It's fine. Alright, so what we're going to do is going to run to the right here. Where I'm going to jump myself into the tank. Because yes, the tank actually works in the finale. I actually forgot about that. 10 movement shirt back. No, I forgot to equip it. Hoping Special Infected come over so I can take them out. Hoping for more of them to come over than this, which they definitely haven't. Yeah, I can't shoot. That's fine. Oops. It's my anti-material rifle. It was not. Oh, hello. Ryuji should be on attack. Yeah, he is. So reload that at some point. At least getting multi-hits, which is nice. And yeah, these enemies are all still alive. It's definitely a grenade launcher for them. It sucks. Right in the middle? Right in the middle. Yikes, that's a problem. Away from that. He's alive. Really? A whole bunch down here? That sucks. Yeah, that's... I should leave these little till last. He's spawning all over the place. Who's alive? There's like one enemy alive somewhere. I see them. Terrible. Very terrible. Not there. Not good. How much does that attack? Exactly. Now you understand. People are getting it. People are beginning to understand it. They all belong to the same class. Same class of breaded family. Think about it. It makes sense. I'm gonna make sure I've reloaded that. Zombie. But Ryuji, thanks! I was lost there, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't have any idea what the last one was, but Ryuji took care of them. I don't like it when the AI helps out in the Yakuza runs. It's not often, but they do sometimes. It's been a pretty rough finale so far. You know also what would fucking help? I didn't get it out of the store. I didn't get it out of the storage, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. We're not having it for this run. Always have the rifle out in case the aggro is in the way. Because the aggro will just get completely floored. Did I go the wrong way? No, I didn't. Right? Oh god. How am I lost? No, it's this way. Oh my god, how did I get lost? Oh jeez. Add the rifle out just to... the anti-material rifle out just to get rid of them. I hit this room with a passion. Hey. I'm absolutely playing terribly right now. There are monkey boys here, so go. Please. Ammo's okay. Not great. Time save next time, yeah! Thank you for the luck, Panda. Appreciate it. Let's start with the grenade launcher for these guys, because my ammo is a little less than I would like, but it's fine. Oh, Jesus. Bad aiming on my part. Good job, Ryuji, not getting hit by my grenade. I don't like that he doesn't. I'll stay in there. Thank you. Rifle for this next part. I like the rifle for clearing out enemies in a line. I really like it. New Yakuza game? Nope. This is on PS3. This is the one that people do not like in the series, even though it is pretty good. I like this game. Genuinely do like this game. I understand why people don't like the game, but I actually think it's got some redeeming qualities. You just have to get over here. You don't have to kill all the enemies here. But now, this is PS3. This one came out between 4 and 5. Most people credit it for almost killing the series in the West, which is only kind of half true. There's probably some parts of that that are true, but they, at the time, for Yakuza 5, which is easily the series' biggest localization because of the sheer size of the damn game, at the time, and this was stated recently by some of the localizers, Sega Atlus were going through their merger, so they were moving offices and then merging together, and with the sheer size of Yakuza 5's localization, they were struggling with it, which is why Sony had to help them out. Big way to still play this? Afraid not. PS3 backwards compatibility is absolutely atrocious. There are a lot of good games stuck on the PS3, unfortunately. Good, you're not in the way. Sometimes he's in the way. The Diptera, though! This is why we have the anti-material rifle on, folks. By the way, softlock's coming up in a couple of minutes, by the way. Please, please work. I really need this to work. I want to finish a run of Dead Souls. ammo. Give me some rifle, some anti-material. We don't need any more grenades. Hoping we have a little bit more anti-material, but it should be fine. Dot heroes, yep. Cry for Azura's Wrath. Cry for this. I honestly would not mind if this game got like a proper Kiwami, you know. Like, better controls, mouse and keyboard, obviously. Okay. Better controls, mouse and keyboard, obviously better frame rate, etc. No softlock crashing, Hayashi cutscene. Light in the first pass, not the second. If you're wondering why there's a weird number at the end of my split name, it's because it's the number for the safe here. So despite the fact we know it, we have to go up and get it. Also, despite the fact that you can actually fail this bit. If you fail this bit, you will actually automatically open the safe. You just won't get the healing items that are inside. I'll take one healing item just in case, but we should be fine. Get rid of Charlie. So they're talking about something upstairs that's really dangerous. It's our next boss fight, and it is the basic ground zero for the zombies. It doesn't need a Kiwami. I'm never gonna live that down. I still maintain Ishin does not need a Kiwami. I still maintain the original is fantastic, but I am happy that they are at least not doing it half-assed, I guess. I still have a little bit of worries in regards to it. I don't like the card system being available for every fight. I don't like that at all, because Ishin has a really good, like, rhythm to its combat. But I also haven't played the game yet, so I need to wait until I've actually used it. But I'm not happy about that. We'll see. Alright, here we go, folks. The boss fight that leads to the crash. I sorted out the render for UE. Yeah. It's weird because like I asked a friend who was at TwitchCon to test the cutscenes. This exact same cutscenes are skippable and not skippable. So on like Dragon Engine like remake, we're not like gaining any time to skipping cutscenes. Shit. Actually, piss off. I shouldn't. Oh, nice. Wow. Why am I? How did I hit his weak spot? Ow. But yeah, it's not like a full... It's called Ishin Kiwami, so I can't argue against it. It's absolutely a Kiwami, but it's not a full Kiwami like K1 and K2. Hit this grenade. Don't know how I did that. So, in this part, Hayashi can actually steal Ryuji's minigun arm, and actually, I kind of want that to happen, because that actually helps, because Hayashi then doesn't move. So the rifle does good damage here, but with this strap for the anti-material rifle, oh, I'm leaving. You can just like keep getting damage out, which is really nice. He actually did try to get really dark, but when he does this, it's really hard to hit him. Why would I shoot that? Why would I do that? I swear the grenades have a higher hitbox. I'll show you the damage with the rifle. If you look at the... Oh, he's on the ceiling. If you look at the rifle damage, it's decent, but it's not, like, quite as simple as the anti-material rifle. Anti-material... Oh, if you get the weak spot, though. You get the weak spot, though. Okay, there it is. That's fine. Actually, if I can... but if I hit his weak spot, he's going to drop the gun. I think the dragon rifle, anti-material rifle, is actually better for this bit. Because he just gets stuck here. Okay, I didn't realize you tracked it that well, but fuck you, I guess. If you get behind him and shoot him and hopefully get his weak spot, you can do good damage here. But I don't want Ryuji to get his minigun arm back. Because Hayashi just sits here in this fight and just aims for Ryuji. Like, it's just free damage. If, you know, you actually hit it. Nice. I dropped it. No! Ryuji! Ryuji, no! Because the trouble is, he can do this again and just redo the cutscene. Now I have to follow Hayashi running around a bunch again. At least I stopped him down from Ryuji, I guess. Now let's find out if the game crashes on us. So, thing that we are not looking for. This next cutscene is usually fine. It's the cutscene after. I'm going to do the thing again where I wait a couple of seconds just in case. I don't think this changes anything. If this next cutscene doesn't turn up, game's crashed. Got a fucking run going. Got a fucking run going. So that cutscene, soft locks. You hear it going in the background. Okay, so what I'm also going to do here, just in case for the future, I'm making a fucking hard save. Oh my god. I don't think waiting there gives any extra chance to not soft lock. I think it is just literally a crapshoot if it soft locks or not. Also, this is your point of no return. I am going to create a save here for also practice. Wait, what save is that? What save is that? I don't know. But also in the future, if runs then get the soft lock, I can just see them out. It won't be a legit run, but I can see it out at least. It's always weird to get to this point and have the run just die. Anyway, back to the rifle. Whew, okay. Why the rifle is actually kind of nice. The grenade launcher also works really well here. The zombies are like kind of all split apart for the most part. Oh. Yeah, when you have a run still going 2.5 hours in, isn't that a nice feeling? Nice rare cutie girl figure that we can't sell at this point. Thanks, game. Rare drop. Oh, that makes me so happy. Oh, I cannot tell you how happy that makes me. Oh, it's so stressful having a run just die here. Not hit, really. Thanks. Hey. Doesn't matter which weapon we use there. I should probably not use that so that I can save it for the final set of bosses. Also, using the rifle slows down the frame rate. For the next bit, I do want the rifle. Is everything reloaded at this point? Yes, good. Okay, so we're gonna get the stock alarm sound that you can also hear in GoldenEye on the N64. Weird. 10 New Game Plus, hell yeah! I do need to rebuild my New Game Plus save for like the 7th time at this point. Oh, I was hoping not to hit the aggro, that's why I wasn't shooting, but I should have just shot. Just had him follow me, honestly. Out of my way. Yeah, I should have just shot. Massive mistake on my part. Not shooting the crybaby, sorry. Oh, jeez. Okay, now he's angry. These two are usually... Punch. 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 I've had enough. Just shoot Ryuji in the bomb. Sometimes. Every time we found something better, and like, to be fair, I would have had to have done it anyway without changing my hard drive because of the shirt. I don't think I even need that, but as a just in case. I'd like to use the anti-material rifle for Kinryo and Ginryo, but I sometimes have to swap to the rifle if Ryuji dies. Which is a pain. That's happened a couple times at this point. So I really want them to focus on Ryuji so that they, you know, give me a little bit of like time. I'm kind of like sat behind Ryuji. Shouldn't hit me this far back. Now they will heal off each other at some point, which is unfortunate. What am I doing now? That's fine. Please reload. You did the sound of reloading when you stopped. Actually, a grenade launcher there would have been really good. Why didn't I use the grenade launcher when they were healing? Would have been very, very good. If I stay behind this pillar, I should be safe from them, and hopefully just aim for Ryuji. I shouldn't heal here, but it's fine. I can have Ryuji survive and just be a distraction. Should I use the hit attack? Because then I can hit the weak spot. But the backstepping trick for the anti-material rifle actually works pretty well. Nice dodge. I mean to do that. Definitely didn't mean to do that. Oops. Hi. Hello. By doing the dodge, we actually avoid the animation of re-putting a new clip in every time or a new bullet in every time. If we could have done this without getting the heal, that'd be great. Let's get up. Come on, one more. Oh, that's a nice jump. That actually made me avoid. Come on. You survive. I need you alive. Okay, just use the rifle at this point. Just use the rifle at this point. Kinro is a lot easier to deal with. Kind of hoping that would kill. Ryuji, I've noticed that you've stopped doing literally anything. Despite the fact that you are currently on attack. Is a lie. You are not attacking. Ugh. Terrible. Anyway, this fight hopefully goes well. This is anti-material, for sure. Nikaido can be problematic, but with the anti-material rifle, you don't really have to worry too much about getting, like, multiple shots off. I thought I have the glitch in the last fight they had last time, where for some reason it just didn't put me into the final QTE. I know it's not reloaded. Thankfully, it gives you... He's to my right, isn't he? Where? Hello. I dodged it, but okay. Okay, cool. Thanks, Nikaido. I appreciate it. Yes, aim for him. Don't used to be friends, right? Aim for him. Oh, don't aim for me. What are you doing? Alright, so now we have to hit the heart. So the heart is the weak spot. This is disgusting, but in terms of like original design, this is actually kind of cool, but also very disgusting. These are blood zombies. So now we have to find the weak spot, which is quite easy to find. It's just that. It's like, as far as like actual horror, the original design goes, it's actually really cool. Frame rate of the end. Move to my right. That didn't count? Oh my god. Wow, I aimed for the auto aim for the zombie. Now, Nikaido still comes back in, so keep shooting. He's shooting me, good. So, shooting me is a long animation, and he doesn't go back into his second phase if he's trying to shoot me. Hey, final boss. So I don't think this is going to be sub 245, but I think this will go easily sub 245. Again, I think with stuff like Super Grip, I think it will take us there immediately. And I think just a little bit better in terms of like the upgrades on Ryuji, doing a bit better elsewhere. I wonder if this could go sub 240. I wonder if this could go sub 240. We have to kill the zombies in Dead Souls mode. For the most part. Not the blood ones. That's why I kept a healing just in case. But we should go. I don't like that he does nothing. That's appreciated. I do wonder if it'd be better to aim for the eyes. Oh goodness. I tried to dodge, but I was too slow. I thought he was going to do the hand attack one, which he usually does. Okay. That was a really passive phase 1. If I just read the actual first attack properly, it would have been fine. This is the most Dead Souls thing to happen in all of Dead Souls. If ever I want to describe Dead Souls to anyone, I show them that QTE. That and the batting center one. Okay. Timing. Dodge. Oh yeah, it hits you on the way back through. I forgot about that. If you're in this corner as well, you don't actually get hit by that hand. You do get hit by this one, though. Come on. Hello. How are you doing? Yes, come on. Grenade time. Let's go. Not too bad, phase 2. Not too bad. Like, please don't. For sometime a long time ago, I managed to do this in only one grenade, and I have no idea how I ever managed to do that. I've never been able to replicate it. Because, like, at this point, he should go down, because he's only on, like, 1 HP. You can't swap weapons at this point. But he's gonna yell again after punching. Like... I don't know why. Hey, don't mess up and only have one rocket this time, please. After what happened last time, I'm upset. I can't believe it took 2 rockets on easy. Never seen that in my life, and yet. We had to have a Resident Evil moment. I don't know how Kiryu survived the shot. Good, thank you. Jeez. Final QTE. Just... I don't know. It's why 3,000 points could have done those before, Ryuji.